Okay, I believe we've got everything up and going. Let me check my microphones, make sure they're working this week. There was an update on Discord, and half the time that messes up, not Discord, on Streamlabs, messes up my mics, but we seem to be good now. Welcome back to more of this. We're back in Mystical Craft, and boy, I got some serious time devoted to the game this week. I have so many things ready to show you all. I'm so pleased. So, where we left off, hey, Gorb, how's it going? And Mr. Polar Bear, how you been? All right, so where we left off last week, we had automated the process of making singularities, mostly. I still had to auto-craft it, but all the essence was going into here, and then when I auto-crafted it, the singularities came out, the stuff came in here, and each one made its own singularity. For example, this one is nickel, for example. And if I don't get that one back, I won't have my nickel back. Ha ha! Hilariousness. So we were working on getting some singularities. I said I was going to build some up, so we need a bunch of the ultimate singularity to make all the creative things. Now, one other thing I did do is I also automated the process of each one of these things make seeds. This seed processor is changing those seeds into essence. So I've got all the different seeds I'm making coming in on two different exporters, just because there's so many, they wouldn't all fit in the filter of one, you see. Like there's only so many options, right? This one's almost full. And so what I did is I would have to do one seed at a time until it was all zeroed out, till it had changed all of them. Then I added the next seed to the filter. And because if I tried doing them all at once, it just clogged everything up. It was too many seeds trying to come in. But it's able to maintain the speed that the seeds are being produced from that point. So I still have two more seeds to add to the filter once the one I'm doing right now, which is, I think, 10. I can't remember. But yes, so that's helping us provide essences. Second of all, over here, this one on the left. So this seed processor on the left is purely doing platinum seeds and inferium seeds. I can take the platinum seeds out of there. Because for a while there, platinum was the hardest one to get singularities for, right? So I had to put a whole bunch of platinum seeds until I got that built up enough that I was getting a few to start with. So this one's doing mostly inferium seeds at this point, and this one is doing my netherite seeds. Okay? Brother, I just got arrested with my... Ouch. 20 miles over the speed limit. Ouch. I mean, technically that's in the realm of reckless speeding, so... I'm not sure if you're upset with him or upset that it happened to him, but I'm glad to hear your kids are okay. So that's the important part. And thank you. I'm glad you like the red and purple. I got that done this week. Those were the colors that the community decided on for this month. Sorry, there's a mess behind me. I got all this Christmas stuff going on over here. So yes, we did that. So I've been making singularities. I have some. And we could probably make a whole bunch more now. As you can see, diamond and emerald are a slow go. Just because of the nature of the seeds itself. Invar, I didn't realize I didn't have running until just recently, so I just popped it back in again. But for all intents and purposes, we can make 36 ultimate singularities right now, which is one of the things we're going to do in a minute. The other big thing is we need a butt ton, that's a ton, the weight of a butt, just letting you know, of creative essence, right? So I said I was going to work this week on getting that built up. And as you can see, we are currently at 7.5 thousand Insanium block, which is more than enough essence. I have to break some of it back down to Supremium. But that is more than enough essence to get us what we need. Okay? Also been working on building up my EMC through netherite. We're going to talk about how I did that as well. Although I feel like I'm going to have to look into alternative methods. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to need that much more EMC, fortunately. So we'll see. We'll see. But let's talk about how that happened. So I got tired of clicking and things. So I have automated some of these processes. Let's take a gander at what we've got going on down here. So right now, this 2 rows here, these 3 rows, I should say, these are making Insanium blocks for me. It's all set up to autocraft. Because Essence comes in so quickly, right? Imperium Essence coming in pretty fast. All 4 of these autocrafters are turning inferium essence into inferium blocks. And then these next two are changing inferium blocks into the dark green blocks. I never remember their names. I'm using Crafter Automat, which turns out to be an amazing automation tool that I did not know existed in Cyclic or from Crafting Automat. It's phenomenal. I'm thoroughly loving this. But then we go into this one, which here is making the orange ones and the blue ones and the red ones, and then finally Insanium. And so then that feeds the Insanium back into the system. So this is, I've fully automated in Insanium blocks at this point. Now over here is where we're doing our netherite. So again, I have netherite essence coming out the wazoo, which is very uncomfortable if you've never had that medical issue. But I have 4 different autocrafters turning essences into ingots. Then I'm using compressors to turn those into the next block. Block. I don't even know where I'm at right now. So right now it hasn't provided a lot of EMC because I just haven't bothered to take it out. I've got 3 times 6 compressed blocks. I did go ahead, whenever a new block unlocked, I did put it in the tablet just so I could EMC it. But there's close to 719 billion right there. And all we need, that's a 6. That'll do a compress into a 7, compress into an 8. I probably could have done a compress into a 9, but why bother? It's close enough. By the time I get that, I've already got so much essence, things. Down here, we have Inferium at high speeds, and then we also have Netherite at high speeds because that's our primary EMC producer, if you would. So yeah, I worked on all that this week and built up all of these, which we're going to go make some more in a minute. I didn't do any of this stuff yet. I left this where we were hanging. That's what we finished last time. We got done most of this creative stuff last time. So we are working on building out this. This is what we're trying to do. The creative chest. This is our end goal. I'm going to pour myself some apple juice while we're talking about it, because that's the kind of man I am. So yes, it should be very cool. We're not going to have this done today, I don't believe. But I believe we're going to be much closer than we were. We're going to get a lot of this done today. Now, we mathed out that I needed a whole bunch of essence, creative essence, to make all these things. Well, it turns out we need more than that because there's another thing I didn't calculate. So we need more. One last thing to look at. Woo, power storage. Check it out. This bad boy's getting full. It might be time to add some additional space inside. I only have like the bottom 2 or 3 rows of this thing filled at this point because it was filling up so slow. But then we upgraded our power production through solar horrendously. So it's much better. So we may add some more. Not that I really need the power, but in fact, I have so much power now that I did go ahead and put the Infinity Range Booster and the Dimension card back into play. So I can use my card wherever I was. Because when I was automating when I automated netherite compression and I automated all of the essence production, which to be able to automate, and I used AutoCrafter. I didn't have to. This entire process could have been done, I used it without the AutoCrafter, could have been done without using any power whatsoever. So full AutoCrafting without the use of power was mind-boggling to me. I just had never come across that before. And that's pretty awesome. That's one thing I was looking for. Being able to do that with no power. Oh, what do we got here? Hello, Stephen. Good day. Arctic Light. Just want to say thank you so much for subscribing to Force Tutorials. Most helpful person I've run into. So way more than 24K subs. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I could help. And I appreciate you swinging by today. I actually, just about 30, 40 minutes ago, maybe an hour at most, just put up 3 brand new tutorials in one day for all the Mods 8. Here's an interesting thing. All the Mods 8 has been updated since I ended that series and started this one. I popped in there today, and there's whole new pages of achievements for mods we never played with. So I may have to revisit that after this, just to go back and play with the things we never played with last time. I'd probably jump back into the same world and just do up, probably more than just a stream or two. But I'd love to take a look at the things they put achievements for in, because they were mods that I did not touch at all. But I was able to finally figure out how to make the spirit bee, which is one of the bees that we never could quite figure out. So I did a tutorial today on how to make the spirit bee. But I had to make 2 other tutorials, Introduction to the Spirit Mod, and then a little bit more information on the Spirit Mod, so that way I could work up to how to make the Spirit Bee. So I went in and just put all 3 out at one time, because people have been asking for bee tutorials. And that was just, not being able to make the Spirit Bee bugged me. In fact, I don't have one in my own world yet. That's one thing we'd have to go back and make. Yes. All the Mods 8 or Nami Factory. Okay. I've not played the Nami one, but All the Mods 8 is very, very good. Hey, Muttley, how's it going? All right, let's get to work. So, as I said, I've been making singularities, but let's make just a few more. Check diamond and emerald. Okay, everything's clear. So we're gonna make some singularities real quick. Get some extras. So let's see. We'll start with bronze and electrum. All right. So this is my process, and it's not a good one, but it's how I roll. So you guys will have to just watch. So basically, I find bronze. Right. This takes just a couple minutes to do them all. I grab bronze. I see how much bronze would make, because a 4 is what matters. They don't always make 4, right? So then I take my number, which we're going to say 188. I round. 188,000, divide that by 8, multiply that by 4, because that's how many it makes. Lets me know I need to make 94,000 of these. Done. And then the next one was electrum. And I do this once or twice a day. Again, I leave this game open and running AFK a lot while I'm working and such. So we got 228 for this one. Divided by 8 times 4 again. 114,000. Boop. Boop. There we go. All right, so that's electrum. Then after that is lapis. I'm not making any more. There's some that I have so many of, I'm just not making anymore. So uranium and emerald. Emerald and diamond are actually my 2 most important. So let me get those going right now. Emerald and diamond are easy because there's no multiplication. It's just 9 equals 1. So you just got to divide it by 9. So we got 22,000, 000, divided by 9. See, and you'll see that does not make a lot. Oh, where's emerald? There it is. And I can make 24,666. Mark of the devil. All right. My goodness. Let's see. Diamonds. Same thing. 222. Nice round numbers. Divided by 9 is 24,666 again. That makes sense, but still odd. 24,666. Start. All right, so that'll make me a couple more diamond, which is really the only one I care about, except for maybe uranium and invar, which I don't have a lot of. So let's do those ones. Uranium. These are the ones I have the least amount of, and part of it's my fault. 608. All right, we got a fair amount of that. 608 divided by 8, and we multiply that by 2. Oh, I didn't hit the right button. 608, 000, divided by 8, times 2, 152,000. Doot, doot, done. And what other one did I say? Invar, right? I think Invar is the other one I said I needed. Because I had made those by hand before. 161. And before I started this process. And so I, for some reason, didn't make any more of these. And how much did we say we get out of that one? Whoops. No. Invar makes 4. Okay. Times 4 is 80,500. Start. All right, there we go. Those are the big ones. So we'll give those a minute. It does take a minute for those to start pooping out. See, here comes the first Invar one now. And then emerald and diamond. Got a couple diamonds. And emerald is there. And uranium. I don't remember where uranium was. There it is. Number 4. Okay. I should have marked these. May put a sign up later. That'd be good. Okay. Let me toss this in here with the other singularities. And we'll get started. Hang on a second. I'm just going to play. You already talked about that. I did do a glance at it. I didn't put any of it into practice. But yes, Stephen, I did take a look at it. I'm glad you enjoyed the beard. The hair. Did the eyebrows this time. Lady did a great job on it. I was very happy with it. Seems good. Nami Factory? I'm not against it. Okay. So we're going to make some ultimate singularities. So right off the bat, I need a stack of every singularity type that I have. Or up to a stack if I don't have the whole stack of it yet. Okay. So we go in here. Take that out of there. Stop that. Ultimate singularity. We need this to start our process. There you are. I don't know why I didn't add you to the thing, but okay. Put up. Oh, yeah, I did put the time thing there, so it's faster. How's about that? Oh, those can only stack to 16. Okay. Boom! Quest completed. La-di-da-di-da. I didn't know that was going to happen. Another 16. It's going to keep going until they run out. Okay, so that's how many I had all of. That's pretty cool. Let's put some of these back. Looks like emerald. Yeah, emerald is what we end up running out of. But that's still pretty good. That's 38 ultimate singularities, which I believe should be all we need. Also, creative essence. Again, just for those of you who may have just popped in, I automated essences in a way that technically does not require any power source. Because this thing, the crafting automat, needs no power at all. Just a redstone signal. Can't just put a lever on it and turn it on, though. It needs a repeating redstone signal. So redstone clocks were perfect. Put them on, turn them to high, and it just speed produces all the way up to Insanium. So we're going to have to break down some of the Insanium because we're going to need a lot of Supremium as well. But that's okay. Easier to break down than it is to break up. Also, better than it is to break dance. Something I'm not very good at. Okay. So we're at 7.6 thousand Insanium blocks. Is what I built up over the last week or so. Which pleases me. And even though I have netherite automated and it's moving at super fast, I'm still producing netherite essence faster than those machines can combine them. So every so often, you see this one right here? This one is set to pull out ingots. So every so often, I'll take a look and I'll be like, oh, how much netherite essence have I got in there? Because the number still keeps getting faster. So I will go in here and I'll jump netherite. And we'll go to ingots. And I'll make, I don't know, 100,000 of them. Fire that in. Takes a chunk of the essence away. They still feed into the system and move towards crafting all of the higher ones. But these will get yanked out much, much faster than the essence can. So these will go into the system, which will give me a little burst of netherite production, which is giving me large amounts of EMC, which is very, very nice. So singularities are done. Well, let's see what we need. What did we need singularities for? Let's take a look. I'm in the wrong machine. Okay. We were looking at this thing, right? That was one of the things we need to make. All right, we got this. All right, so I wanted to do the creative controller. That's one of the ones I wanted to do next. Because we need to make 5 of these. 4 because of the creative chest. And 1 because I just want to have one to use in my system. Which again, still not sure what it does. I believe somebody says it gives creative power to your system. I don't know. We're going to find out. So we're going to make 5 of these hosses right now. So I'm going to go and I'm going to grab all these ultimate singularities. There they are. And I'm going to put them in here. Because I feel most of... Wait a minute. How do you make that thing? No, I'm going to need them in the big thing, aren't I? Okay, I'm going to take that back. I need 5. I'll bring the 6 that I have. You know what? If I do that, I'm going to make one too many. I'm going to spend it, and I'm going to be mad at myself. All right. 5. We're back to 5. I'm going to make 5 of these. This is our goal for right now. So we'll put the crystal in there for now. And I need all of the... What are they called? Processors? Is that what I'm looking for? Processors. I need all the processors. I'm going to need a couple stacks of those, a couple stacks of those, a couple stacks of those. I don't think I need those two. And then I need the destructive ones. Isn't that what they call destructive? Where's those at? The blue and the red ones. What are those called? Why am I not seeing? There they are, the very first things. I'm an idiot. Cores. Those are called cores. Okay. Need a couple stacks of those too. And how long am I going to stream for? So I just started. I got another 2 hours and 40 minutes. I stream for 3 hours every Sunday and Monday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, yes, although, as a reminder, there will not be a stream next Monday night because that's Christmas Day and I will not be home. So, giving you a heads up. All right. Boop. So, here's what we're going to make. So, I need crafting grids. I need 4 per, so I need 20 of those. I hit the caps lock. That makes me mad. Crafting, not the monitor, crafting grid. So I need 20 of these. That should let us make the 5 I want to make. Padap. Oh, these don't stack, though, so I got to pull them out after time. Cha-ching! Look at that beautiful bean footage. Okay, so 4 of these go towards making the ultimate chest. One of them, ultimate chest. I feel like I can make a lot of improper jokes there. Hang on. No! Okay, that's okay. It's not that important. Creative something or other. I was on an elevator. I forgot about that. I got the power. Meet. Give me this. You know what? Blue controller. Never EMC'd that before. Who knew? And just because I'm special, blue. Now let's see if this works or if I have to resync it to the new one. Nope, still works. Excellent. All right, so we've made, look at that, already made so much update. How long did it take to get to this point? Well, this is episode 16. 3 hours per episode. My math is not strong, but that'd be what, 8 by 6, 48 hours. Granted, I have spent some time off camera as well. So there's that. But I don't know, 4 or 5 days, I guess. And again, probably could have got a lot further with some things, but I don't do things off camera. I don't make new things off camera that we don't have already. Hey, Gerald. Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad you enjoy it. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of times during the week, I just let it sit AFK and build up resources. So that helps a lot. Like I said, this week I did more than I normally do off camera because I automated recycling all of these seeds, automated insanium blocks, and then automated compressed netherite. So, yeah. Yeah, this is a chunker. You're going to want to put some extra RAM in this one, that's for sure. We are done with that guy. We are one step closer to excellence, my friends. Ah. All right. So we got the corners done. We need to get to work on this unobtainium block because I have a feeling that's going to take a while. We need, what? 9999, what, 36? 36 of those. Which each of those, let me get my calculator back up. 36 times 9 is 324 ingots. And for the ingots, where was it? There it is. Hang on. For the ingots, all I need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creative essences makes 1. So we time that by 6. I need 1,944 creative essences just for this. So again, I don't know if I'm going to have enough insanium to do all of it today, but we're going to get a head start. Granted, these are blocks, so that works. Hello, Mr. Cherry. Hey, you got your tickets. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you, sir. Meeting you in the wilds for the first time. I am breaking down a bunch of this essence so we can start making a whole bunch of things. Again, for those of you who may not have noticed, just about an hour and a half ago, I put up 3 new tutorials today. And while they're all the mod's 8 tutorials, they're for the Spirit mod, and they work in pretty much any pack I've seen that has it in it. There's not a lot of information out there on the Spirit mod, but I finally figured out how to make the Spirit Bee, and so I made a tutorial for that, and other Spirit tutorials leading up to that. So there's that. All right. So now I need some Supremium Essence, because we have to make a bunch of Ultimate, or of Creative Essence, and those just require those 2 essences and a Master Infusion Crystal, of which I have a bunch. Which I'm actually glad I made too many last time, because I ended up needing them for the automation. So it worked out. Probably could have made a few more of those. All right, so here's a few more of these. Then I'm going to grab the Insanium again. Get some more of those. No, the bees are not in this pack. They are not, no. Well, at least not the Productive Bees mod is not. Where's my crystal? There it is. Okay. Let's make us some Creative Essence, shall we? Like this. 1. What? Maybe I didn't do that right. Why is it not making more than 1? Isn't it normally holding shift when hitting the recipe? Why did it work with the other ones and not this one? That's disappointing. You know what? I could probably do it myself. All right, let's see here. What do we got? 4, 3, 2, 1 on each side. Okay. Hang on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this ourselves. I'm going to try to craft a whole stack of these. Okay. Let me go get some more Insanium. Hold on. We're going to make this work. Draven's got science. Oh, because of the crystal. Right. But if I put them all in there myself manually, it might work. If not, I'm only wasting my own time. So, well, I guess here's a little bit. So, everybody just chill with me here. We're going to figure out, see if I can do, at least get it in here where it'll automate. It'll only pull in one at a time, but maybe I can still do this. All the Christmas, I'm done all my Christmas shopping. I have only 1 gift left out that has not arrived yet, and it should be here by Friday, which is awesome. And then I just got to wrap it, and then my Christmas is done and ready to go. I'm sure you're all just as far as I am. Okay, 6, 4, 6, 4. Now, this is the easy part, because I just got to swoop like that. I'm all about swooping. Nobody swoops like Draven does, I'm telling you. Overall, it's been an adequate weekend. I've done nothing. I really haven't. I got a bunch of stuff around the house done. There we go. It just took manually loading. Now, that's not going to be anywhere near enough Creative Essence to make the unobtainium that we're going to need. But if I make the first few, I can do a lot of this off camera again, right? We've talked about this. What is this? Shift and left click. Yes! Yes, I want to save this recipe. Oh, that's excellent. I saved the recipe? I wonder if it'll let me do that again. And I'll put these in here. Hang on. I want to see if what happens if I put them in again. If it puts them in the right spot. It does not. I've been lied to. Okay, because that might have been my fault. Okay, it still didn't work. All right, well, it's a thing. All right, that gives us enough to get started. That's all I care about right now. So there we go. Okay, so now we're going to take some of these, and we're going to see how long it takes to cook this thing. All right, so for, which one am I making? Is it unobtainium, allmodium? I don't remember. Unobtainium. Okay. That is how you spell it. Unobtainium. Dirty dust. There it is. So I have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in. Okay. 6. Laser. Oh, wow, look at that. It's going real fast. Oh, sweet deal. That was going way faster than the last thing did. Oh, it's starting to flicker. Oh, I think I sucked the juice dry. Oh, my pipes are all full of juice now. Or all out of juice. That's crazy. All right, so it is going to go real slow because these things can only transfer power so fast. While they were full, it was cha-ching! Achievement! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll throw another one on there. It's going to take it a while now, but the important part is I have it. I have it. Let me see. I don't think there's any way to double this in this pack. A lot of times breaking things down to a sand would double it, but this is already a sand. I'll drink all my apple juice. I can't think of, at least nothing I've come across yet, that would allow me to turn this 1 powder into 2. So I think I could just go ahead and cook it. I think I could just go ahead and cook it. All right, we're just going to go ahead and cook it. Boop. And just for achievements purposes, I probably should have just done this. Achievements! Which I'm going to need a lot of those. So this, I'm going to have to do a lot of this off camera, just because of the amount of power it's taking. Wonder if adding another point might help with that. We could try. Can't hurt. We'll add some more. We'll give each one its own, and then see how that works. I don't know if the battery is really going to help that much. It's not that I don't have power. It's that these pipes can only transfer so much at a time. I'm limited by the pipes, not by... Oh, you can go through these? Wow, you can go through those. I didn't know that. Interesting. I gotta take this clock down. Yeah, the problem is not that I don't have the power. The problem is that these pipes can only transfer so much power at a time in and out of them. So I was thinking maybe if I charged each one individually, it would be able to transfer a little bit more power. The watch didn't do anything for this. Oh, it stopped blinking down there, so this might be working. I've got plenty of power. I just need a way of transferring it quicker. Ooh, this going through it is messing with me. There. Each one's got its own now. Yes, that I think has fixed that issue. See how quick it goes again with another one. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. We'll give it a minute, see if it slows down or not. I'll use this as an opportunity to fill up my apple juice. All right, I believe that fixed that problem. The problem was the point could not, a single point couldn't pull power through fast enough to charge all of the lasers, which we have now done. Excellent. It means I can work on making the 5,000 of those this week, which I will do. Too bad you can't EMC that. That would have been nice, but that's okay. Cook them up. Boop. Okay. So, creative essences. Oh, now somebody said something. Let me go back to this. Put a chest on top of it and fill the chest. It will take the items and put them in the right spot. Well, let's see. We will test your theory, because I'm also going to need a way to pull it out. And I don't think I've come across a lot of cables that work with this. Like, do I need a chest Obviously, I can't just put a chest on top of it, right? I need something to pull the items into it, but I don't know what items would pull in or out of this. A seed? No, they don't have the seeds in this one. I didn't think so. I thought I'd look before. Yeah, they didn't make any seeds for the big 3 essences. Getting this essence is actually easier than getting some of the other essences. So you're saying I could just put a chest on top. Well, I still have to find a way to pull items out of it, though. Because if I don't have a way of pulling items out of it, it's just going to get clogged. All right, let's grab a bunch of essences, and we'll see. Let me grab the table again. Crystal's still in there. Okay. We'll start by grabbing a bunch of Insanium. I know I have some in there, but I got to break these blocks down anyway, so might as well just go ahead and do that while I'm doing this. Okay, that seems to be working. If this works, I can pull the items out automatically from the system with export cables and auto feed into this. So there's my stack of 64 of each. Let me grab some Supremium now. Same thing again. Let's do this. Okay. So now we have to see how to pull out of it. See if we can pull out of the bottom. So I would need... I don't think refined cables will connect to that. Well, yeah, it's a chest. It should. Well, no, it's not a chest. I would need to pull the items out. I don't think it's going to accept this type of cable. I'm just going to check. No, it will not. Okay. So I have to pull it out into a chest first. Are you going to break, or are you just going to hang out there all day? Well, thank you. Good Lord. So I'm going to need an item cable to pull that into a chest. And then I can use an importer. I wouldn't even need the importer. Well, because I could just connect it to a pre-existing cable. So I'm going to need... That is the wrong one over here. Import... These refined cables don't connect to shit, unfortunately. That's not what I meant to grab. I meant to grab that. And a wrench. Wrong wrench. Wrong wrench. Now I'm going to need another chest. Whoop. So we got to see if this will pull out the bottom, which is what I'm hoping it'll do. We'll know in a moment. Yes, it does. Okay. So if that's the case, then I already have importers connected directly next to it. All I have to do is connect that to this, and that should pull the items out. But it is not. Why is it not? It's already connected to an importer right there. And the importer does not need to be... Oh, that's right. The importer on the chest. I'm sorry. I'm thinking exporter. I had them mixed up on my head. You are correct. You can see I'm getting some lag now. It's taking a minute for that stuff to fall. Whoop, there's a thing. What was that? Hey, Spiegs, thank you very much. 5th month as a part of the membership program, and we are happy to have you. Thank you greatly. I probably don't need the upgrades on these, but I'm going to do it anyways. That. Okay. So that should auto pull those in. Now, my only concern... I have a concern about automating the importing. Allow me to voice my concern. If I put an export cable and pull them into here, it's going to pull one first, and it's going to fill up the chest with that one before it starts pulling the other. If I use 2 exporters, I don't think it'll pull. I still don't think it'll pull in 2 things at once. My concern is it's going to clog up with Insanium and not pull Supremium or the other one. Or the other way around. The redstone clocks I have to have. Those are what are running the machines. So I have to have the redstone clocks on. This one's not even working. I guess I could turn that one off. But the regular redstone, the other redstone clocks I have to have running. That's what's causing the automation to work. And to be honest with you, I think it's drastically more these dark matter pedestals with the watch of flowing time that's causing much more lag. All right, so yeah, because if I export into this chest, it's just going to pull 1, and I'm going to end up with a chest full of Supremium, and it's going to clog the thing. So I'm going to have to manually load it. Yeah, the clocks aren't that big of a problem, to be honest with you. 4 or 5 clocks are not an issue. I think I've, 6 clocks down there? Maybe 7? It's not too many. Redstone clocks aren't that big of a draw compared to the watches. Let's see. But all right. So, I don't know. Again, trying to find a way to import into this is intriguing. Because, I mean, the chest is nice. It's just, again, I feel like I'm going to need to manually half and half it and still run the risk of occasionally still clogging. It definitely will work, and it's fast. I mean, manually loading isn't a problem. Granted, I'm going to make a lot, but I could do a lot of that off cam. So you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do it 100 times. Probably what we've made today is going to get us through a lot of the stuff I wanted to do today, so close to it. Like that, that's pretty fat. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't need any more EMC. EMC is not a problem. I don't have any EMC concerns. Hey, Terry, have yourself a good one, buddy. You have 2 chests feeding the chest above the machine. That's a whole lot of work when I could just put in a couple stacks every so often to make them myself. I don't feel it needs. Again, I don't normally automate things unless it's needed. This is a process that takes a minute or 2, and I'm good for a while. And I only need them for a definitive amount, so not super worried about it. I mean, I can do this every so often. I'll do it mostly on my off time anyways. And then for essence, creative essence. Well, there's a lot of essence in there. I forgot about that. I guess I should have put in creative. Forgot how many essences I have right now. 153, which should be more than enough to do the stuff we wanted to do today. The only other downside is I need to use this crafter for other things. So I guess that's another perk of not automating it, is I can take the chest off to make the other stuff I need to make and then put the chest back on, which makes sense to me. Because I don't want to go through the crap of making a whole nother one, because none of this stuff's EMCable, if I remember correctly. I should check, though, because I could be wrong. Nope, I was wrong. I can make a second one. Cool, then we can do that. That would be easier to have a second one. And I'll set the second one here. How convenient. Okay, cool. So let's see. Let's go back to the creative chest. So, let's see. What did we need all those creative essences for? Wasn't it these things? Yes, it was. So, I need a stack of upgrade templates. Okay. Upgrade templates. Now, how many of these things do I actually need? So 4, 8, 12, 16. And I already have 1, right? Yes, so I really only need 15. This is where I'm gonna control how many I'm making. By only having 50 of these, I know I'm not wasting resources making more than that, even if I grab more of the other stuff. So then I need, what should we look at? So we need green, blue, yellow, white, and black of the upgrades. Okay. Upgrades, green, blue, yellow, white, black. Which I'm probably going to need more than that, but it's a start. And that, and that, and that. This is a different crafting table. That's okay, though. It still works. It doesn't have a do several slot. Okay. This is going to work. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I think I may have grabbed extra there. But that's okay. We go to this. We go to this. And we go to this. This only does 4, which is odd. Boop. And I feel like I've run out of something. I don't know what it is, though. Interesting. Wait, how many do I have? 7. There they are. I was wondering where they went. Scared me for a minute there. And that, and that, and... Oh, I ran into Creative Essence. Oh, well. Grab that Creative Essence I have here. We may not... Did I take it all? Or no? I think I may have more in here. Nope, I'd taken it all. Okay, well, we'll make what we can, and then we'll move forward. You. Okay. So that's 10. What am I short? Drawing a blank. Oh, I keep getting lost in what I'm trying to do. Yeah, Creative Essence again. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can do it. That's okay. Let me quickly grab a chest. And I can put that in there. Put the rest of these in here temporarily. You know what? This one didn't have the locking thing. That's not going to work. That's okay. It still keeps the stuff where I need it. So I need to grab some more essence. Grab some premium first. Make a few more of these. Oops, just realized I have him here still. Oops, got a thing up in front of the screen there. I couldn't see chat for a second. Let me see. Anybody say anything in the last couple minutes? You did not. Okay, good. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. I keep forgetting about the just click all button. I'm horrible about forgetting that. Oh my goodness. I'm sneezing all day. Oh. I love it when a plan comes together. Should be all that he can be in the army. Creative, 101. Okay. That should be enough to finish up what we're doing here. Okay. So that was... I think. And that's my 15. All right. So that is all 16 of those now. So I can put all of that in here. And we still have 20 Creative Essence to play with, which I'm just going to throw that in there for now. Okay, do I have any Creative Essence left in here? I did not. Okay. Cool. So we have completed all 4 corners. We've completed all of these, including the chest in the middle. We've got the storage discs done. We got the everlasting guilty pool done. We got those we need as a part of something else. We should be able to do the jetpacks now. Because I believe the last thing we needed for the jetpacks was ultimate singularities. Nope, it was creative essence and an ultimate singularity. Okay. So I only need 2 of those. So looking at 15, 16, so we need 20 essence each. So I need 40 creative essence to make both of these. We're going to be a little shy. I don't think I put another one on there. Yeah, currently there isn't any dust on there. It's fast, but it's going to require me to mess with it a lot. So I didn't worry about it too much right now. Now that we've got the power part, now that we don't have to worry about power running through it, it should go pretty seamlessly. I just got to stand over there and load and unload the thing. Wrong one. Get in there. Give me your insanium. Insanium in the brainium. That's musical right there. Shwoop, shwoop. Yes, produce. Delicious. Okay. So what else do we need to make the jetpacks? So for jetpacks, I need a bunch of things. I need resonant, netherite, ultimate, and diamond. Okay. Resonant. Oh, these are not stackable. Okay, so I was going to need 4 resonant. Put that in there for now. We're going to have to count these up now. All right, I'm making 2 of these. So actually I'm going to need 8 resonant because I'm making 2 of these. Resonant. Oops, one, too many. Get back in there. So I'm going to need 8 of those. And then I'm going to need, let's see, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 netherite, so 16 total. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 6. I think I just put one on. Did I just put one on? I did just put one on. Click the button and it went on. That was not what my intention was. Okay. So after that, I need 3, 6, 9, 12 of the ultimate. So 24 ultimate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 24. 24 ultimate. And then after ultimate, wrong button. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. After ultimate comes elite, which is 4, 8, 12, 16. So 32. 32 elite. I don't know, these are all going to fit in there. 32 elite. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, that's 9 by 9 by... That's 27 right there. If I fill that. 22, 9, 30, 132. Is that what I said? 32? Yes. We're going to pretend that's the number I said because I don't remember. And then the last one, I believe, is the diamond ones. And for those, I need 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. So I need 40 diamond jetpacks. Somebody remember 40 because I'm going to do them in a minute. We're gonna start building this first. And I'm going to, so I can just fill those in. So, see, this is the 4 corners. I was trying to put these in order for a reason. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. That's half of those. Get all those in there. 2, 2, 2. Okay. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I may be missing one up there. We'll know in a minute. 3, 3, 3, 3. And then, I mean, just a bunch of these. I don't remember how many. We'll figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, leg spike. 2, 4, 1, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's all of these. Yes, and then I'm going to need 20 of these. I need 20 more. Let's get that placed. How do those set? Same way. 3, 5, 5, 5, 3. Okay. 3, 5, 5. That does not seem right with math. I think I had those in the wrong spot. Yes, that is correct. Okay. And then the ultimate singularity. I need a couple of those. Whoa, I got lost. I didn't even go in the right spot there. Take that one there. Put that up top. And that just leaves us with the diamond, whatever the machingi. And there's one. Creative jetpack. All right. Good sauce. Now we just have to do that again. Easy. Should have pretty much everything we need for that, except I had one extra creative essence in there. So, why do I feel that that is not correct? Those are the corner ones. I don't remember what the actual corner one was. What do I have? Only have 4 of in here. These ones. All right, there's 4 of those. And then next was, we know it's not diamond. Diamond's last. I'm going to have to actually take a look again. Let me see. It goes ultimate, then elite. Okay. Ultimate. 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I need the singularity in the middle. These, boop. And that's 3, 5, 5, 5, 3. Yes. Okay. All those for now. Let's see. Any mod packs that teach you how to use the mods in it? Most mod packs show you to some degree. Many of the mods in it. So for example, most mod packs are going to have some type of achievement or guide system like this. And many of these are going to be listed as like Draconic Evolution. This will walk you through what you need to do to make Draconic Evolution, what you need to do for Create, what you do for Mystical Agriculture. So a lot of these are going to be in here, although most of them are going to have starter lines, like start with this one, then go to this one, so on and so forth. So it's going to walk you through the mod pack itself. It's not always listed up in the upper left like this. A lot of the modern ones are up here. Like Sky Factory 4 had an advancements book and advancements page. You had to hit a specific button for it. If you didn't actually have the book. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what the button is. Is it P? Don't hold me to that. But most packs will have some type of guide built into them. But if you're looking for an individual mod, most mods are going to have a book themselves. So if you search a specific mod, let's say, is butt magic in this one? It's not. What's in this one? Create. I don't like Create, but it's in here. Is there a book for Create? If you hit @ then Create, These are all enchanted books. Then it's just a matter of going through and looking to see if there's a type of guidebook. This is a bad choice because there's a lot of stuff in here, and it's hard to find it. Not all of them look like books either. I don't understand why. I can't think of why I'm not. Mystical has one, right? Oh, Britannia does. There's a good way. So again, I'm going to do a search for Britannia, and here's the Lexica Britannica. There's a second level to that, but you'll get to that from using the first. So if you get yourself a Lexica Britannia, which is any sapling and a regular book, this will walk you through how to do the guide, how to do the pack itself. So let's say I'll grab mine. Do I have one in here? I do. And then you get inside, and this will walk you through how do you make and use many of the different steps within the mod itself. There are some rarer mods where you can't just make the book. Certain action in the game will cause you to find one, and then it leads you forward. What's that magic mod that always corrupts the world horribly? Thomcraft, was it Thomcraft? Something like that. Fun mod, but again, you're supposed to technically have to do some things to unlock the ability to do the book. So that's the closest you're normally going to get to a pack teaching you how to use the mods specifically. I mean, in my experience. There may be exceptions out there in packs I've never played yet, but I don't think that's supposed to go there. There. That's a 4-row. Okay, those don't need to be there. 4. That's correct. So all I need now are the diamond ones, which I don't think I have enough. But that's okay. Nope, 2, 4, 6, 8 more diamond ones. That's why I have a channel, to be honest with you. Because mod packs don't really show you how to use the mods, and the mods themselves, number 2, can be very different from pack to pack. For example, Mystical Agriculture is very different in this pack versus Sky Factory 4. Sky Factory 4 uses an older version of the mod. So a lot of times I'll have tutorials for the same thing, but they work differently because I have them as 2 different packs. Like Deep Mob Learning in Sky Factory 4 is pretty much the same thing as Hostile Neural Networks in this pack or any modern pack. They work a little differently now. They look pretty much the same. But I have a tutorial. When I play a pack and I put tutorials out, I will redo some of my old tutorials for the new pack, because if they work differently. If they work the same, a lot of times I won't bother. But if they work differently now or have different mechanics, I don't want someone going back looking at an old one and wondering why it's not working in a new one. So I put my tutorials out based on the pack that I'm basing it on. When I go and I look for tutorials sometimes, because I do stuff I don't know, a lot of stuff I don't know, and I need help. A lot of times people will just say, here's a tutorial for Mechanism, and that's great for that version of Mechanism. But if that was made 4 years ago, half of that stuff may not be viable any longer. So I try to title mine specifically for the pack that I'm basing it on. Doesn't mean you can't use it for other packs. Especially any of the newer tutorials are going to work on any newer mod pack. But it's just not guaranteed to work on all of them. So I do try to blanket them under a specific pack that I'm using them in. So if I'm in a pack, that's the pack I'm building the tutorial in. So you're seeing exactly how it works. Thank you, Stephen. And thank you, Gerald. I appreciate that. Create. Jake, let me tell you something. I hate Create. I just don't like using it myself. There are some people out there with some Create tutorials. Colonel Gaming has a few he put out to get started. Colonel's a good friend of mine, so I'd recommend his YouTube channel. If you're looking for some Create guides specifically, last I looked, he'd only made a few, kind of the early ones to get people started. But if you're having a hard time, I would definitely recommend starting there. Colonel_Gaming, I believe. He should be listed on my YouTube channel as other people I recommend. And Colonel's a great guy. Super nice dude. Highly recommend all of his content. I don't enjoy using Create. It's just not a mod that plays how I like to play. But I do recommend you try it. Because there's some things I like that people hate, and some things I hate people love. AE storage. But, you know, I still recommend that everybody try everything. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you won't. And I'd rather you play the game and like it the way you should. So while I may not be able to help you on a lot of Create, I can help a little bit, but my community can help you even more. So feel free to join our Discord. Link should be down in the description of the stream. There's Minecraft help threads. Feel free to throw questions in there because there are a lot of much more knowledgeable people. I had a stroke there. Much more knowledgeable people who know more about Create than I do that could probably give you some really good answers in there. I just don't enjoy and I avoid it at all costs, which is why you'll see my Create tab is empty. I've not done anything. Sometimes you have no choice, though. Some packs railroad you into using certain mods, and I don't enjoy that. I like a much more free-flowing mod. Okay, so what do we got done here? We just did our jetpacks. Jetpacks! Always have Create in it, is need to progress. I agree with you 100%, Jake. People are addicted to Create. It's what ruined Stoneblock 3 for me. Stoneblock 1 and 2, some of the best non-Sky Factory packs I've ever played. Couldn't get more than a few hours into Stoneblock 3 because Create ruined it for me. Because you had no choice. It railroaded you into it. I don't like that. All right. Next on to our endeavors. See, I guess we're looking at creative energy cubes. We haven't made that yet, right? Let's take a look here. We have not. Creative energy cubes. Okay. Let me load up the thing with some more creative juices. And we're going to make creative energy cubes is our next one. Throw some more of these in. We'll get some more. Every so often I'll throw a couple schlocks of this stuff in here. So that way we keep those building up. We'll be in good shape. It's not a bad looking. I don't like all the brown. I'm just not a brown guy. Real life, my last name is Brown, oddly enough. I'm not a big fan of the color brown as aesthetic. Brown and rust. There's another mod that I can never remember. Ember something that I also do not enjoy that is that same color palette. But Create does add some of the prettiest decorative blocks. Like, let me jump in here real quick. I love a lot of the Create blocks. Like when you get down in here into some of the different colored blocks. This one doesn't have it, but in the last, all the mods 8, there was like blues and all this sort of stuff that was really pretty blue blocks that you could build out of. There's a lot of great Create style blocks that were fun to use. But the aesthetics of the machines, the mechanics of it, the moving mechanics are okay. Again, one of my issues is just so slow. It's like, here's a mod that takes normal steps and makes them way harder. I didn't put any Supreme in there, which makes them way harder to do. And yet you get no special return out of it. Oh, I'm starting to milk out my Supreme here to make some more in a minute. That's not what I meant to do. Failed, Raven. Fail. I meant to take it out. My bad. Uh-oh. That's not good. I got to make some more. The mechanics are pretty, but man, is it slow. All right. There we go. We got it. I'm going to put one more schlock of Supremium in there. And then we're going to move on to our cubes. Which shouldn't be too bad because we have a lot of the lower level cubes already made for other things we've done. Okay. Let's add this guy to our list up here. All right, so we need things. All right, first of all, we need ultimate energy cubes. As you can see, a little green check mark. You can't see it. It's hidden behind my fat head. Let me go up here. There we go, little green check mark, little green check mark. We have everything we need to make this right now. We are good. And that makes me happy. In the pants. Let's start with these things because they fill up most of it. Atomic alloy, reinforced alloys, and an ultimate singularity. Now, how many of these do we need? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 of these. And these things don't stack. So it's going to take a few minutes, but that's all right. We're going to go. Didn't I say elite? I think I said elite, right? No, that's not it. Crap. What were the things I needed again? Already forgotten. Reinforced alloy and atomic alloy. That's what it is. Alloy. Stack of those, stack of those. It's more than enough for the first one. All right, let's get in here. And, you know, this might be another one that would benefit us to have the other table, which remembers the recipe. What is this? This is Ultimate Auto Crafting Table. Can I EMC that? Ultimate. No, which would explain why I don't have 2 of them. But we can make one. No, we can't, because Ultimate Crafting Table. Wait, maybe I can. Oh, maybe I can. Black iron ingot. I'm going to have to make those things. Okay, redstone component, black iron ingot. Okay. Let's see here. Redstone. Well, it says I have it. Oh, there it was. There it was. Needed 2 of those. And then I needed crystalline component, black iron ingot. Let me grab those. Need 4 of those. Excuse me. My God, I'm dying. Go on without me. Save yourselves. We've already got that. So all I need are crystalline components. Black iron, luminescence, and crystalline ingots. Two. Made it. Yay. That makes life easier when they work. Kashink. Ultimate Auto Crafting Table. Better. Cool. And the gang. Oh, this needs power. Huh, okay. So be it. Relocation. Put up. That'll work. Excuse me. Hold on. There we go. I had to clean out the old pipes there. Turn off wireless. That would be flux, right? Where's the flux? Where's the wireless? Okay. Good point. We'll do that. So now I guess I could go ahead and put the chest right on top of there, though, couldn't I? Boop, even though I don't have a recipe yet. Okay. So, wrong thing. We needed... Where's the things I just made? Oh, I turned them into a table. That's right. I remember now. So I got these and these. Oh, I guess I don't need those anymore. The creative essence we'll just hang on to. So let's go back and look at this guy. I need 4 ultimate energy cubes. Ultimate. You didn't hit apply. You sure I didn't hit apply? I feel like I hit apply, but I'll trust you. Thank you for savings my bacons. Ultimate. Warrior. That's me. Just kidding. No, they still don't stack. I didn't think they stacked. The only thing that the turning off the wireless did keeps them from this thing not pulling them, right? Because when you pull a recipe out automatically, it doesn't, because it shows separate power. Doesn't work the same in this thing. Unfortunately, that didn't help much in this regard, but that's okay. I love you guys, and I appreciate you trying to help. Yeah, these cubes, unfortunately, do not stack. So we got 4 of the ultimates. And then I'm gonna need way more than this. This is just to get the recipe going. And then I need 8 elite. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Let's get that in here. Oh, that was supposed to go there. That goes there, there, there. Very common pattern in Ultimate Crafting. If they stacked, I wouldn't have to put a bunch in at a time. I just put them all in my inventory and click the auto load. What do we got? 3, 6, 9, 12 advanced. Advanced. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, that's advanced. And let's see. Then the last one, I'm going to need 16 basics. Getting back to basics. Oh, so much humor today. You guys are so lucky to have me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's math. Shroomp, shroomp, shroomp. Woof. Made a big mess. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you stay there. There's those. Yes, those definitely will. 100%. I agree with you. And so now I need to put 3 in the shell of atomic alloys. Okay. 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. You. And then I need an ultimate singularity. 2, 3, 4. Because I'm making 4. No, I'm making 6 of these total, aren't I? That's right. We said we need 6. Okay. Again, this will be much faster once we get the recipe locked in. There's that. Let me just double check to make sure all of those are. Yes, they are. Just like we did before. 3, 5, 5, 5, 3. It didn't say the recipe. I'm going to have to manually load all of these. This makes me heartbroken in many ways. Okay. All right. We'll make it happen. It's all right. We'll get there. Alloys. Yeah, it goes so much faster. Till I save the recipe? I guess I could do it that way. I don't know how fast that crafts, though. With just one, I still think it's pretty quick. Turn that one off just in case it's affecting it. We'll try. But, I didn't need that many. 3, 6, 9. No, I'm making 6 of these, right? So I got to make 5 more. So I need 15. Right? Yes. 15. And 5 by 5 is 25. We got 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. And 15 again. 15. These I can just auto put in myself, so there's not really a reason not to. So 15 again. Well, half that. That's going to be 15. It's going to be 15. 15. 15. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. I'm also going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in that hole. Okay. That's the easy part, right? That's the Kilimanjaro. The mountain, if you will, that we were trying to climb over. And I can put the rest of these away, so they're no longer in my way. Set those aside. And we're going to manually load one more. So we said 4 ultimate, right? 2, 3, 4. Man, it clicks so fast. And corner, corner, corner. What are these called? Energy cube? Just for my own convenience. Convenience. So I just did ultimate. So now I need double that amount. 8 elite. Okay. I just know it's double every time, so. 8 elite. Anybody out there playing Starfield at all? I'm playing the heck out of it. Boy, it's getting some bad reviews. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. Definitely, there's some things I think could have been better for what you're getting, but overall, I think it's a pretty good game. Advanced. So for this one, I'm going to need 3, 6, 9, 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For the record, I do need to point out, Starfield did not pay me to say that, but they could have. I'm just saying, if they want to reach out. Draven is for sale. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that, but still. It's funny. Basic. Now I need 16 basic. And see if we can get this locked in fast enough. 16. All right. Now these I should be able to auto feed in all but one. Okay. Ah, the one that was in there. It did make that pretty fast. Had I not had one blocking it, I think we still would have got pwned there. But that's okay. I think we're good now. So if I pull this out and pull this out, cha-ching! We have 2 of our 6 creatives. Throw those in there. All right, for a minute, I'm just going to throw these back in. And now I'm going to grab ultimate. Right? I need 4 of those times 4 more. So 16. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Crap. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16. All right. See if that worked. Huh. Well, I guess we're still adding them manually, but that's all right. Disappointing, though. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take because it finishes the recipe instantaneously. The only way it worked on the other one is because it was making 64 of them, and I could click on it while it was burning through them all. But because these don't stack, I just don't think it's going to be possible. That's okay, though, because we have all we need here. Put those up in there. So let's see. We needed, the next one is Elite, and we needed 8. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. So times 4 would be 32 of those. I'm just going to do 8. I'm going to grab them each individually time because the chest isn't going to hold them all. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to have to do it manually each time. Boring, sucks, but, you know. That's how they build it sometimes. 2, 2, 2. And then after Elite is advanced. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I got an extra one in there. Boy, I'm clicking once, but sometimes it gives me 2 or 3 at a time. Frustration. That goes there. That goes there. You. Now I just need basic. Which I'm taking extra because that's going to be the first one I put in the next one. See? I click it, but I don't think it's taking it. Oh, wait. It may have done it that time. It might have done it that time. Let's see. Nope, because it's still not pulling those things down. I just don't think it's going to work with these type of blocks. I just don't think it's compatible, unfortunately. Oh, that's my creative one. I want that. Yeah, sadly, I just don't think that's going to work. These are the ones that go 4, 3, 4. Am I short one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Short 2. Did I put them in here? No, don't know where they went. Okay. My math was not strong. Or maybe I didn't even count them. Who knows? Basic. This will just take us a little while. Okay. So there's the last 2 of these. 1 and 2. We're basically halfway done these. Lord knows this whole process was definitely not designed with speed or convenience in mind by any way. By any function of the world. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Those are right. Oops. That. And then 8 elite. Okay. Yeah, because like it's it's just unfortunately not going to be compatible with that type of block. So I might as well pop those back on again. What happened to the creative one? I didn't pull it out. Fool Raven. 4 down. Let's keep on going. Well, what was the next one after elite? Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Do. 4 of those. Get those in here. That's my ultimates. I get my elites in here. It's a process we're becoming very familiar with. Except my math was there. We go. Okay. Then I need advanced. No, I only clicked it. I clicked it twice that time to clear it out and re-put it back in. It's not compatible with these energy cubes. Because right now I'm just scrolling over it. Creative energy cube is what's stored in there right now, as you can see by its holding there. It's just not compatible with the cubes. Again, has nothing to do with the speed of it. It's that it is not compatible with these type of cubes to auto pull it in, unfortunately. All right, so now I need our 8 basics. Well, it's not that strange. Not every mod is... The people who are building their mods, they don't normally try it with every other type of mod out there, right? They build it to work within its own mod itself and vanilla, traditionally. And then when somebody puts a pack together, they check to make sure the recipe works, but they may not have been trying, whoever designed this may not have tried to do this automatically. And it happens all the time. We run into some machines that just won't pull or push specific types of blocks. It's just down to the basics of the mod itself, which is fine. It works to make it. That's all that matters, right? We've run into enough mods packs where there's a recipe in it, then the recipe just doesn't work. That's way more infuriating to me. I'll take having to do this manually any day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over having, like, again... When we got in all the mods 8 and a bunch of the B recipes didn't work. That is frustrating to no end for me. But fortunately, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, you may not have heard me say this. There have been some changes to all the mods 8. when I jumped in and was filming some tutorials today, I found that there were... Did I get an extra one? I got an next one. I found out that there were some new pages of achievements added and everything. In fact, you can make the spirit bee now. That's the one of the 3 tutorials I put out today. I don't remember how many of these. I was going to take a bunch. But I put out 3 tutorials today. And all 3 of them are from the spirit mod, including how to make a spirit bee. So what's going to happen is when I finish this pack, I'm probably going to jump back into all the mods 8 for just like 1 or 2 episodes and do some of the new stuff. Because there's a couple pages of achievements that weren't there before for mods I don't think I've ever touched. So it's a good chance to jump back in and play with them. We'll jump back into the same world that we already used, right? Why not? And just play with those for a couple of episodes before jumping into a whole new pack. All right. We have got... That's not what I meant to click on. I can get rid of that now. We have completed more things. So we've got done all of these. All we need over here is I need the creative tank, of which I need 2, 4, 6 creative tanks. And I need 1 energy cell creative. That looks like I'm going to hate it. So let's do the other one first. That's the creative tank. What is that going to take? I think that's really doable. That's a lot of like what we just did. This makes me happy. So creative tank, I just need some of the same stuff we just did. I need atomics and I need reinforced alloys. These also don't stack, I don't think, but that's okay. Do you have any clue you're going to play next? Well, other than a short stint in all the mods 8 to play with the stuff I've never done, I believe after this we were going to go back and do a Sky Factory 4 playthrough. One moment while I get my back scratcher. We're going to do a Sky Factory 4 playthrough using one of the alternative starting world types that I've never used. Hadn't decided which one yet. To be honest, hadn't put much thought into it. But, you know, that seemed pretty cool to me. All right, so I'm going to need 6 of these again. And real quick, before we jump into it, let me take a moment to throw an inventory of Supremium and Insanium in here, even though we haven't really used any creative essence in the last couple things we made. Let's just get a couple extra going just to be on the safe side. Luckily, the production of this is automated, and so it's still making Insanium in the background for us. That'll make us another stack-ish of creative essences. Okay, so we're making fluid tanks of all the different kinds. Let's see. Fluid, wow, that's a lot of... Does that narrow it down? It does not. Well, here they are. That's the 5 of them right there. So we've already got basic, advanced, elites. The only one I haven't made is an ultimate yet. What do I need for that? 4 pieces of iron. Really? Oh, and a tank. Okay. I can do that. Iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a tank of the elites. Yes, elite persuasion. Curseforge. Yep, Curseforge is where I got it. This is... Let me grab you the exact name. It may help you. One moment. Yeah, it's a curse. Every pack I play is on Curseforge. It is mystical block. There is a space between mystical and block. And the creator was Mo Nichols Cool. Moniccols. With the M capitalized. And then Cool. Cool. All one word. But Monicles and Cool is capitalized. Hello, Buffy. I haven't seen you in a few hours. Where have you been? I bought my 2 little girl kitties heated kitty beds. They arrived earlier this week. I put one upstairs, I put one downstairs. And they are spending all of their time in it, half the time together, which is very cute if you did not know. I have pictures. I will show you a picture. Hold on a minute. I will show you a picture of my kitties. This is them cuddling together in their little heaty bed. There's a matching one upstairs. And they are addicted to it. Aren't you, you little butt? Hey, guys, give me just a half second, would you? Buffy's up here. That normally means she wants something. So I have my wife helping out. Why does it not have iron? Didn't I pull out iron? Didn't you guys see me take out iron? I could have sworn I did that. Wait. Oh, that's the ultimate tank. I already made it. Ha ha ha. I'm a fool. Okay. So, what were those things I was looking at before? Elite something or others? Wasn't it Elite? Wasn't Elite one of the things I was getting? I've already... Alloy. That's the word I'm looking for. Alloy. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get the alloy part done. And then, let me EMC this. Did I do that already? I did. Okay. Let's see. Now, one of those is going to go in the core. That's a fine. So... Little squeak there. Okay. Creative tank. See, one thing with this, it will not pull the stuff in if you don't have all of it. I don't like that. That bugs me. But that's all right. What can you do? All right. Buffy wants some attention, so my wife has come down to play with her, because I am not in a position to do so currently. Just saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This takes a second, but then I won't have to touch these anymore. Whoop, how many did I put in there? 4? Cover in a sec. There we go. I was quiet for a minute because I was counting, and as you all know, math makes my brain hole hurt. So, there's that. So those are done. Now we're back to tanks again. So we're back to doing the same thing as we did before. In stages. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just going to grab a bunch. One for you. One for you. One for you. And then I need Elite, which is 1, 2, 1, 2. What was that noise? Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. So you, no, I already had that. You. Okay. And we're here doing advanced. So not the most exciting way to spend the stream, I know. But, what do you do, right? This is how they built it. They definitely did not design this for streaming. They designed it so that you could be sitting here doing this all by yourself with no one to talk to. Which I'm not necessarily sure is better, to be honest with you. Okay. All right, so that was advanced. So now I just need basic. Not on that page. There it is. That should be enough. All right. One creative is done. Achievement. Getting all sorts of achievements today. I almost feel like I'm useful, I tell you. Put these back before I forget about it. Elite. Which, that one I know is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 of those. To your corners. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I counted that, right? Advanced. I think I have too many there. We'll know in a moment. 3. I'm positive I have too many. 3. Yes, I have 1 too many. Okay. Then basic. It's on page 2. Blah, 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 blah. Done. 2 down. 4 to go. I'm looking for elite. 8. 1, 2, 4. Those in first. You. Then these. Oh, that comes down here. Wah, wrong one. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Item you're working towards basically renders the pack useless since it allows you to duplicate items indefinitely, even if they are not EMCable. That is correct, which is why that's probably how we're going to finish out the pack, because that's going to be the end of it, right? So at that point, there's really not much else to do, unless you're building for building's sake, which is fun, but doesn't really lean well to streams. Which reminds me, as I said, there's not going to be a stream on Monday, Christmas Day. That is canceled because, it's Christmas Day. But I am going to stream New Year's. Although I'm not, even though it's a Sunday night, we may not do Minecraft. I may make that like a community day. So we may play some Fall Guys. We may play some Jackbox. I may jump on and stream extra long that day. And we just do a bunch of things that we can play together, which I think is fun. And ring out the New Year's with a double shot night. My wife is shaking her head, so I think that means she's telling me it's a good idea. That's right. That's how you read women? You guys help me with that? I think that's how that works. She probably went to the bathroom. Okay. Thank you. My wife, not the largest fan of double shot night. Oh, my goodness. You. This isn't taking that long. It's a pretty smooth process. There we go. Wrong one. And basics. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a way to ring in the new year, right? No, she doesn't mind. She just thinks I'm an idiot. Which is accurate, so I can't blame her for that, right? All right. She knows me. She reads me like a pop-up book with an accompanying audio tape. That's how you read someone, my friends. Many of you are too young to know what I just said. That breaks my heart, really. See, when I was a kid, there was a thing called pop-up books. Now, some of you might be experienced with that. Pop-up book is a book that when you open up the book, the page is 3D, things pop up. Very scientific, high technology. Can't back that up. Then back when I was a kid, there was a thing called record books. And when you bought a book, it came with a small vinyl record in it, and you played the record while reading the book. Sometimes it was the record reading the book. Makes you wonder why do you need the book. Sometimes it was just accompanying music or sound effects with the book. Then they became cassette books. And, when records went out of the way. Again, I'm very old. Remember that. And went to cassette audio tapes. That was the next one. And that probably was around a lot longer. I don't think they may have made CD ones too. I don't know. By then I was too old. But I remember I had cassette tapes and record tapes when I was a kid. Do not know what a pop-up book is? Oh, my friend. You got to realize there's a lot of people who... And somebody said this. I've seen this stuff pop up on social media. People ask, hey, when you're talking on the phone, why do you go like this? That's because it used to be a head point and a mouth point and a receiver, and they were bent like this. But new ones don't. This is more accurate for talking on your phone nowadays. I forgot where I was. Hang on, let me... Because I'm so old. Where's that? Basic, okay. 10, 11, 12, 15, 14. I think I got too many again. First trilogy of Star Wars. I remember them well. You mean the only Star Wars that count? Oh, I was too short. I was way wrong. I knew my count was off. Bass. Not what I'm looking for. And then I still grabbed one too many. Damn it. All right, one more of these and we're done. Mitch Hedberg, comedian I love. Right, you made me think of this. Way more, it was way better slamming the phone down. Yes, it was. But he goes, ever get in an argument with somebody in a tent? What do? You get angry. You storm out. Do you zip the zipper really quick? Because you can't slam the door. And that's awesome. Slam the flap. Mitch Hedberg. One of my all-time favorite comedians. '77 was the year I was born, Gerald. So I don't remember the first one. I was, obviously. By the time the second one came out, I was a toddler. Third one, I was conscious. I guess you could say it that way, right? Are you? That. Do I have an extra one? Oh, I had an extra elite. Ah, look at me almost messing it up on the last one. That'd be just like me. I think again, I lost my count. I don't even remember where I'm at. Oh, look at that. Guessed perfectly. Cha-ching. We have completed 6 of those bastards. We're talking about, brought up the Romeo and Juliet, and could have sworn it was like a few years ago. That movie came out, was 13 years old. My wife got upset the other day when I told her she was listening to oldies music, and she said, no, I'm listening to 80s music. And I said, yes, that's what I said. She goes, that's not true. I was like, really? She goes, no, 80s is not oldies. I'm like, okay. Well, when you were in the 80s, what did you consider oldies? She goes, music from the 40s and 50s. So like 40-year-old music? She said, yeah. I'm like, yeah. The 80s was 40 years ago. 1983 was 40 years ago. It's about to be 40. You know about the 80, when we hit 2024, it will be even 4. You see what I'm saying here? it's what was considered oldie when we were kids. Our music is now the same age. 80s is oldies. You just wanted to have infinite liquids. Well, I need all of those for our chest that we're making. Plus, there's no liquid. I need infinite. So I'm okay in that regard. But thank you. Okay. Let's take a look here. So we've got those now. The only thing that's left is 2 energy cells and then all the unobtainium in the world. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to try a science real quick. Bear with me. This is the hardest part. Oop, okay. Need to get down low enough that I can do this. Okay. And then I accidentally broke that hole and lost my brick. And I don't feel like going downstairs, so I'm just going to grab more bricks. I'm going to go back to bricks and grab more bricks. Okay. Okay. So if I grab insanium... Yes, that's what I was afraid of. This won't pull it in. So this thing cannot be loaded from the side. Lord of the Rings Return of the King, I believe, was released 20 years ago today. That was the last one. First one was even before that, right? I think it came out every year. Was it every other year? I don't remember. I think it was every year. All right, so unfortunately, I can't have one feeding both Supremium and Insanium in here. It just will not pull that way. And if I have that stuff feeding directly into a single chest, what happened to my watch? Not sure what happened to my watch there. Cray. I don't know what happened to my watch. Maybe it fell through or something. Okay, so that won't work. We go back to what we were doing before. Just putting stuff in there. Oh, that wasn't a speed thing. That was my Vulcanite amulet. That's what I was doing wrong. I guess I could just set that over here. Very important. Yes, that keeps it from raining, which I enjoy. No rain. Okay, so we're back to doing manual loads again, but that's okay. I am going to need a lot of it, so we're going to be doing some of that for a while. Because the only thing I need left is partially is the unobtainium. And that's what we're going to be working on next. But I don't know if it's possible to automate that, so we're going to try. No, I mean, like I said, another time thing doesn't... I mean, it might hurt lag-wise, I guess. I mean, that's possible. I like Blind Melon, but you know my favorite thing he did? And some of you know this and some of you don't, I'm sure. He was the second vocalist in one of my favorite songs, which is Guns N' Roses' Don't Cry. Lead singer of Blind Melon. If you watch the video and the part where they're on the roof, it's like helicopters on the roof of a building shining down. It's him and Axl Rose singing together. All right, so that gets a little bit of stuff going. Gets us some more creative essence going, which we're going to be focusing on a lot here in a minute, I guess. After we get done, I guess I really don't need that recipe anymore. Energy cells. Luckily, we only need 2 of these damn things. We've already made our creative capacitors. We got that, which was one of the harder parts of making it, was these 2 things. So we've got this already. I'm just going to set those over there in that chest until I'm ready for them. Okay. None of these things are EMCable. Fortunately, we only have to make 2 of these. And again, it's filthy power. Another one I don't enjoy. Yeah, I probably could have just put energy cells and saved myself time, couldn't I? Yes, I could have. Okay. So what are we looking at? We need blazing, spirited, niotic, and nitro. So I need 8 nitros. We have to make a ton of each of these, I'm sure. And looks like the basic ones are EMCable. All right, so we get 1 phase out of it. I'll take it. There it is. I don't know how many of these take what, so I'm gonna get a whole bunch of them and get them in there. I have a feeling that's still not enough. I'm going to get another one. Then we'll see where we're going. Again, I'm going to make a bunch. So we're going to start by working towards the largest one first and make what we need for 8 of those. Okay? So I'm going to make all of them into tier 2, then all of them into 3, 4, 5, until we have enough for 6 of these. Okay? So to go to hardened, I need all of these things. Hardened capacitors. I'll make a couple of those. Hardened. Because 2 of these is one of those, 2 of these is one of those, 2 of these is one of those. It's all that kind of thing. So I'm making a bunch. Okay, there's all of those. Tier 3 is blazing. I'm sure I'm going to run out of something before I get there. Oh, no. Got all the way through blazing. Excellent. Even making too many of stuff before. Then it's nitro. Need some of these. There's 2 stacks of those. I'm going to need some more paste in a minute. Okay, there's all the nitro. And then spirited. I need spirited for that. Oh, would I run out of these? Okay. Oh, I ran out of paste. Let me grab some paste. Fortunately, paste at least is EMCable. Throw a bunch in there. Did I just throw something in there I didn't mean to throw in there? I don't think so. Now I need to make those. Schluck. Stack of those. I'm not going to need as many. Okay. Wow. So for all that, we were able to make 3 nitro. I needed 8. Okay. Let's get those over there. So I need 5 more nitros. Okay, seems like we're going to need way more basics than I thought. I did 3 inventories full to get 3. So it's almost like an inventory full got me 1. So we're going to do 5 inventory fulls and see where that gets us. Boy, I wish there was a way to make this keep a certain thing on top. So I have to search this every time. There's 2. Okay, still may not be enough. Maybe it's too many. Lord knows, I don't know. We're going to need them all for the next level as well anyways. That was what? That was 4? Or was that? I think that was 4. This should be number 5. I could be wrong. We're going to say that's 5. All right. I needed 5 more, so there's one extra one just to be on the safe side. Okay, so then we go to tier 2, which is hardened. Make a bunch of these. Okay, we ran out of middle things. I'm sure we're going to use a lot of those. Probably have to make more. Cranking them all, baby. Okay, that's all of them. Okay. After hardened is blazing. I was going to say, we hadn't made any blazing last time, so it makes sense we'd have to make some now. There's 3. We'll do 4 stacks of blazing. Again, probably making way too many of that stuff, but what else am I going to do with my time and money? Oh, what's that? Hey, RBauer25, thank you very, very much. Welcome. That's your first month as a member. That means I get to do a shot in your honor. That's awesome. Let me see. Moonshine or Fireball? Bauer, is what I've got near me. And I will do a shot in your honor, but welcome. It is a pleasure to have you. And thank you so much for joining the program. We are happy to have you. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure that you join the Discord for the community, which is linked down in the description of all my streams. And when you're there, make sure your Discord account is linked to your YouTube. That should automatically give you member status and access on the Discord as well. And welcome. What was that one? What did I just make? Spirited. Okay. Still don't think I'm going to have enough. 5! Haha! Perfect! Oh, look at that. Draven, math god. Not really. I can't back that up. 2, 4, 6, 8. Shriek! Got it. Hour left. It's been so productive. It's true. It's true. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be mostly making unobtainium because that's all that's going to be left after we've done this, right? And then we may jump in and knock out some of the miscellaneous achievements that could still be interesting or fun. And skip the ones that are create and AE. Okay, now we have to do all that again. But then we're going up to Spirited, I believe. Let's check to be sure. Nitro, Niotic. Oh, I don't... Oh, then Spirited. Okay. What? These aren't in the right order. Spirited, Niotic. So I actually need more Spirited than I need Niotic. That's strange. Why would they make the easier one need less? That's what they did. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. So I need 8 Niotic. Let's get those done. I'm trying to do them in order so I don't get lost here. Then I still got to figure out how to... Oh, those. Okay. Niotic. Okay. So let's get a whole bunch more basics. Before subbing. Do a chat Fireball tonight. Also been binging your last 4 Prestigron. Excellent. Different about you. You can't quite put your finger on it. I lost 2 pounds. That's what it is. Fireball. There it is. Shot glasses. Where are they at? Here we go. Shot glasses. Well, it is a pleasure to have you, Bauer. I haven't done a shot on stream in a little while. Anytime somebody joins the membership program for the first time, we do a shot in their honor. Every time somebody donates $10, we do a shot. And every time somebody gifts 5 subs, we also do a shot. Except on double shot night, when it's more. Here we go. Fireball. And thank you. Welcome to the community. Woohoo! Yum. Yum. Fireball. I like Fireball. See, I was a big Goldschlager drinker back in the day. I was never a big drinker. Let me put it that way. I was never a huge drinker. I've always been a huge guy, but not a big drinker. And so when I go to parties and stuff, I don't like beer. So usually vodka mixed with something was what I drank. Sorry, something in my eye. It's bugging me. It's not my finger before you say it. But if I was going to do something, or if I was going to go to a party and I knew it was a little more expected, or I knew I was going to be spending the night at someone's house, or I wasn't going to be driving, because I'm almost always a designated driver in my groups of friends. So usually if we go out somewhere, I don't drink at all. Pretty much only drink at home. If I knew I was going to be in a spot where I wasn't driving and it was going to be like a party, whatever, hardcore, I would usually take a bottle of Goldschlager. So when the Fireball came out, best of both worlds. I was a smidge better. I still, once in a while, will get some Goldschlager because I enjoy that. Okay, we're going to say that's enough basics. So let's turn all of those into hardens. That sounds inappropriate. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, what's that? Hey! That's awesome. Bauer, thank you very, very much. Oh, it's going to do that 10 times. Hold on a minute, because 10 people just got gifted a membership. I'm gonna let it go through and then I'll talk. Thank you very much, Mr. Bauer. Oh, I made way too many of those. That was a mistake. I wasn't watching what I was doing. See, a whole mess of people getting themselves a little die. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Steven, you're up to the yellow die. Little 20-sided dice does change colors and such all the way up to, I want to say it's 4 years now. We added a 3-year and a 4-year a few months ago because it didn't exist before. YouTube has added it since the program's come out. Cha-ching. Now we'll make the blazings. Lex, I'm right there with you, boss. It would have made sense, wouldn't it? Alright, so that's blazing. Now we're going to do niotic. Oh, I ran out of niotic supplies. Oh, I'm going to need more paste. I used the mobile bags. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do D&D content here as well. Every other week, I do a story podcast. I've been DMing the same campaign storyline on a homebrewed world I've designed for almost 35 years now. So Merged Worlds is my D&D world, if you will. And we're at episode 108, was yesterday? 2 days ago. 2 days ago was that, or 3 days ago was that episode 108. Averaging, we're over 300 hours of the story at this point. I've been building this world for a very long time. The people that take the time to get into the story really seem to enjoy it. Is that Carl Urban in the cowboy outfit? Yes, it is, Gerald. In fact, interesting point to that. In Merged Worlds, especially early on, a lot of times I would find actors or things that I felt embodied the characters so that I could show them to players, NPCs specifically, so I can be like, here's what this NPC looks like, right? That way you and I have the same mental picture when I'm telling you the story, or if you're in my group and we're playing D&D, I say, you meet somebody that looks like the guy who plays Gibbs on NCIS. I'm using that as an example. For the record, he was the inspiration originally for Lucas, who was the Templar who escorted Artemis on her God quest. Here we go. So I did that a lot. So I came up with the idea for a villain who became a big villain. And I designed him exactly what I wanted him to look like. And then, I hadn't even introduced him into the story yet. This has happened twice to me. Haven't introduced him in the story yet, but then I came across somebody or something that perfectly embodied the exact character I designed. And the movie was Priest. That's Carl Urban, who played the villain in Priest. And he was exactly what I envisioned for that character. There's a character named Draven in the story who's an NPC. And it happened with him too. Because I had him, I designed him. He was actually already in the story. And I was still struggling to find an actor that well represented him. And then I found one of the very first drawings of Soren Markov from Magic the Gathering, who is also a vampire type character. And he nailed exactly that. Soren Markov is exactly what I imagined Draven to be. You're in trouble? No D&D content? Hey, man, I love it if you check out Merge Worlds, dude. I love it. It's a live video stream here, but it's also an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify. But if you watch it on the video, I do paint minis digitally and have maps and stuff, and I'll pull up. So it's me telling the story, but also explaining the mechanics of how campaigns and adventures or magic items or spells that we've designed, homebrew stuff, worked. So it's not just a straight telling of the story. It's also explaining my version of D&D. I play 2nd edition. I've been playing 2nd edition for 30 years. But even my version of 2nd is very homebrew at this point. We've made a lot of changes. I feel to be positive. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just being honest. The people who come and play my campaigns very often enjoy them more than what they normally play. I won't say the best they've ever had, although I have been told that on occasion. People do come back. They like my style of D&D and how much change we've made. But I'm really proud of the story, and I'm really proud of the storyline, so I would love it if you wouldn't mind checking it out, for sure. I'm very proud of that. What in the world am I doing? Niantic, I'm sorry. I owe you 2 more shots. Is Fireball still okay? 8. So there's my 8 Niotic that I needed. I'm going to have to make more for the Spirited, but that's the 8 I needed for the... Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. No. It's 8 per. I'm going to need 16 total. Oh, we had enough. Okay. Cool. So there's enough for the other one. Right? Because we made 8 of those and 16 of those. Delicious. Bauer says that's okay. Excellent. I will hit those in just a moment. All right. Now I'm going to make the rest, which was not a lot, because now I got to make these spirited ones, and we only got 2 out of it, right? So I need 3, 6, 9, 12 of these, which is 24 total. So now we're going to really be pulling out the basics for a minute. I'm going to throw a bunch of them in there. Getting back to basics. So basically, this is what I'm expecting us to do for the most of the end of the stream. Get these built. But once we do, all we need to finish this jamammer. That's a word that just came out of my mouth, and I don't know what it means. What the hell is a jamammer? I did not mean to say that. And I don't know what word I was trying to say, to be honest with you. We're going to pretend I did it on purpose. This jamammer is going to be all done except for the unobtainium that I'm going to have to be working on all day, probably. But that's all right. That's okay. We'll get her done. So again, as a reminder, we have the stream tomorrow. And the next Sunday, there'll be a stream, but there will not be one on Monday, which is Christmas Day. I will not be home to stream. The following week, Sunday night is New Year's Eve, so it's not going to be the normal Minecraft stream. We're going to do a community night, which means I'm going to be doing some Fall Guys, and I'm going to be doing some Jackbox. So I'll probably stream for like 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. We'll see. I got to check, make sure my wife doesn't have anything planned, but I don't think we do. And we're probably going to run a little later. So we're going to run until midnight. We will ring in the new year together for those few of you out there who do not have plans already. If you have plans, that's cool. I don't expect you to be here. Holidays are almost always a low attendance day, and that's fine. But I also know there are some folks out there that may not have things to do on holidays. Maybe they just live really far away from their families. So when I can, I do try to stream on holidays for those folks who just may not have anything better to do. So, which for many years, I was one of them. But New Year's, we don't really do anything special in my family's house. So that's cool. So feel free to swing on by. It'll be a longer than normal stream. I'll probably do Fall Guys first and then finish out the night with some community Jackbox, which we like to do now and again. Remember, for those of you who are members now, who got all those cool members, what am I doing in there? Members get a 30-second head start when it comes to Jackbox to get in the game and play. One of the perks of being a member, right? All right, fireball shot. Here's the first one of the ones I owe. Knock that out. This is a 1.5 cup, so it's a little heavier. Mamma mia. Wow. Here must go. We have the lore that Thunder God the Sun and stuff. Know him as the sun, so it makes sense. There you go. Again, I have many a things. Mm-hmm. What was I doing? Basic. Sometimes when you do a couple shots back to back and you haven't done shots in a week or so, hits you a little bit harder. For those of you who don't remember, or may not have been here for that, here's an interesting fact about Draven. About almost 5 years ago, I had bariatric weight loss surgery. Actually, it's been much bigger than I am. And I lost 266 pounds and got down to under 200. But then the pandemic and some personal things in life happened, and I shit all over that and gained all my weight back. Sorry, I shouldn't have swore. I try to keep these family friendly. I gained a lot of my weight back, which is pretty horrible. But because I had that surgery, they did permanently remove 2/3 of my stomach. So what that means is things that go in me, food, drink, alcohol, does not stay in my system as long as it does for a normal person. They took the approximate 30 feet of my intestines and reran them where I'm only using between 3 to 5 feet. So stuff goes through me quick. What this means is when alcohol gets put in my system, it hits me a little harder than it does some people. But I sober up way quicker than most people because of that. Just a side effect of the way I live, unfortunately. So I'm also a licensed bartender. I haven't renewed my license in a long time. But I was a licensed bartender. So for those of you who worry about my drinking, I do keep track of these things and make sure it doesn't get too far. Let's see. Bonk's going to be there. Discord access. Excellent. Excellent. I feel pain when you craft from transmutation manually. You can connect condenser to autocraft items. Yes, but I don't need enough to do that, to be honest. I'm just making as many as I need for this process. We've made a lot of stuff today. Besides, it doesn't matter. It gives me an opportunity to chat. Like when I'm just sitting here clicking, that gives me the opportunity to just chat to you guys about stuff, right? So that's kind of fun for me. Plus, it gives me the opportunity to answer questions or chat about things. So yes, I know it bothers some people that I do things what many people would consider the slower way. And that's okay. I get that. But sometimes I do it for a reason. Sometimes I do it because it's something that I don't have to focus on while I'm just chatting with everybody. What am I missing? Oh, basic capacitors. Let me grab some of those. I used them all up. Basic capacitor. Was it large or tiny I needed? Crap, I've forgotten. It's large. Okay. Happened at midnight. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, Smitty. Yeah. Many of you know we had a kitty, a big old chubby kitty, a boy named Midnight or Mr. Midnight, who from very many streams would sit up there on the top of that little kitty tower and just watch you guys while you watched him. He unfortunately passed away the Monday before Thanksgiving. Came kind of quick. I mean, he'd been sick for a while. We were doing everything we could. And unfortunately, we lost him. We still have our 2 little girls, which again, for those of you who weren't here earlier, let me show you the picture. I got them this new heated beds. I got 2 of them. Oh my goodness, they've never cuddled so much together. The left one, that's Buffy. She's my little orange girl. She's my kitty for sure. And the other girl's Patches, and she's more my wife's cat. But she's been spending more time down here now that Midnight has passed. Because Midnight was a bit of a bully. I'll be the first to admit that. And Buffy stayed down here all the time. She would hide from him. But Patches was scared of him a little bit. So Patches has been coming down more and spending more time with me, which is nice. You know what I mean? When did we get Patches? We have all three. We got all three of them on the exact same day, Smitty. And Lex, I'm going to get to your question here in just a second. But no, we actually adopted. The story for the adoption, when my wife and I got together, I had a cat, an all-black, long-haired female named Pandora, who had been with me for 14, 15 years at that point. When we got together, no, she lived to be about 15. And she and my wife and her mom, because my mother-in-law lives with us, they had two cats, a black short-hair male named Merlin and a white long-hair female named Bella. We lived here all together for years, and then Pandora got sick. They found a baseball. I did it again. I made way too many of those things. They found a baseball-sized growth in her stomach on her ovaries, so they had to go in and take out all of her lady parts. And we got another year out of that, but then she started to fail. Her body started to fail on her, and it got to the point that I was having to 2 and 3 times a week. I'd have to stab her in the back with an IV to give her fluids, and it was heartbreaking for all of us, especially putting her through that. And eventually she passed. And then a year later, Merlin passed, and a year later Bella passed. And we didn't want to get new cats while we had senior cats, because all 3 of them were older. It's not fair to bring a puppy or a kitten into a house with a senior cat, I feel. I still have to make more Niotic because we need Spirited. That's right. Okay. Just making sure I'm staying on track here. We decided to go adopt 2 cats. Well, when Pandora died, I took it very, very hard. I'm a big guy, and at the time I had long hair, and when I'm not on stream, I only wear black, and I wear a lot of jewelry, rings, and skulls, and so on and so forth. So when my wife first met me, a lot of her friends were like, is he a biker? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm thinking of buying a motorcycle this summer. I've always wanted one. I'm thinking of getting one. We're in a financial spot that I think I could. It depends, because I'm putting a lot of money into this convention I'm going to. By the way, I'll be attending the Fanboy Expo convention in Knoxville, Tennessee on March 9th and 10th. If you're in the area, we'd love to have you come by. I'll have a booth, just kind of pimping the channel and the podcast and all that stuff. But, I took it very hard. And when I went in to pick up her ashes, because we always get them cremated, we bring them home in a little box and all that kind of stuff. Was I making Niotic? Yes. The head vet came to me, and they're like, because I was just a mess. I was bawling my eyes out when she passed. So we had to euthanize her because she was just in too much pain. I came back, and she's like, 2 of my nurses went home that day, my vet techs, because they saw how roughly you took it, and it was too much for them. They had to leave. They couldn't handle it. They were very nice, though. But when she passed, I was like, I'm never having a cat again. So we decided to adopt 2 more cats when my wife's cats passed away. And we found this wonderful lady in our area who's named Rhonda, and she fosters cats. She's part of FORAS, Friends of Oak Ridge Animal Shelter, who we do a stream for every summer, raise money to help them out. In fact, I have a FORAS shirt I just ordered. It's very cool. How many of these Spiriteds do I need? Do you remember? Hang on, let me look here. Let me stop my story real quick. I'm telling you cool stories, but let me remember. 3, 6, 9, 12, so I need 24 of these. How many have I made? 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I'm halfway there. That's not bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, so I need 6 more. 6 more. We can do that. All right. Back to our story. So I was like, I'm never going to have a cat again, but we'll go and adopt some cats for you guys. So we went to see Rhonda. And Rhonda was fostering like 25 cats at the time. It's a huge house. She was doing it in a good way, right? Not a situation where it was like a hoarder kind of thing. She has a huge house. I don't know what her family does for a living, but they had some money. Either way, she had a huge house, super nice lady. And what she did is she had us come in and sit down, and then she'd open a door, and 5 or 6 cats would come running down the hallway. We'd play with them for a couple minutes. Then she'd open up another door, 5 or 6 more. She did that until there were just cats everywhere. Never had that many cats around me at once. It was wonderful. And we went there to look at Midnight. My wife had seen him on the website of the local shelter, and we went there to see Midnight. Sure enough, my wife was like, my mother-in-law was, yes, I adore Midnight. We want to take him. And then my wife chose Patches, a little girl who's a tortoise shell, whatever, however you pronounce it. And then the moment we got there, when she opened the first door, a little orange girl cat came and sat on my lap. And I was petting her, and she was a little standoffish. She was obviously a little nervous. All right, there's the last 6 we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There's the last 6 we need. And then when another door would open, she'd run away. And after a couple minutes when those cats would settle down, she'd come back and sit on my lap. She did that every time. So when it came time to leave, they're like, okay, you found Patches and you found Midnight. We kept their names. We didn't change them. And they're like, yes. So those are the 2 cats you want. And I was like, and I'm taking this one. And I pointed to Buffy, who'd been sitting on my lap all day, the whole time. And my wife and mother looked at me and go, you said you'd never have it. I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear about it. There's no way in the world I'm leaving without taking this cat. I adored her. But took a couple days before we could have them because we had to do the application and get it. It was approved, and Rhonda was like, yes, I have no problem with these people taking these cats. And then Buffy hadn't been fixed yet, so we had to wait a couple days till she got fixed, and then we went and picked them all up. The reason many of you don't know about Patches is Patches, again, very much my wife's cat. She spends 95% of her time upstairs. I'm in the basement, my studio, my bedroom, my living room, my kitchen. I got a whole area to myself down here. Buffy stayed all the time down here. Midnight spent most of his time down here. Patches is mostly upstairs. So you guys never really get to see Patches much. She pops up once in a while. Can you come back? 15 years. That's how long I had Pandora. Bit of hydration. Yeah. It's rough, but I don't, once in a while she'll pop up and I'll bring her up on stream, but it's not very often. All right. So now we need to pull the niotic ones out, and we've got 6 already. Right now we need more than that though, right? How many of those do we need? Let's take a moment to math. Niotic I need less of. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need 16. I have 5. 6. So I need 10 more. 10 more. Okay. Good. Now to answer a question that was asked earlier that I didn't get to, do I have food limitations? No, not now. I did when I first had the surgery. I was on liquids for 3 weeks. Then I was on extreme soft foods like pudding and mashed potatoes and refried beans, pureed some things. I was on very large food limitations for the first several months as I got up to larger food. My problem is I shot it out of the sun and, like I said, just ruined my own diet and gained all my weight back. And there are reasons for that, largely which I unfortunately can't talk about on stream. But there are reasons why I gained the weight back. Not good reasons, unfortunately, but reasons nonetheless. So I gained all my weight back. So I still eat unhealthy as a pig is my problem. I don't eat as much as I used to. I still don't. Because I can't. My thing is I can't eat as much in a sitting. So I have a bad habit of ordering a meal and then not being able to eat as much as I used to, then bring it home, then eat it, then bring it home, then eat it. I eat more times in a day, but in smaller increments. The problem is I only eat unhealthy food. If you ever have some time and you want to see a crazy body transformation, I have another YouTube channel that's just called Onlydraven. And that was my weight loss channel. And I did a vlog of my entire weight loss process. At my biggest down to my smallest. And that's around the time that I stopped, of course. Once I started, some things happened that made me put a stop to that. And then I gained all my weight back. But we're entering into the holiday season, which is the hardest time of year to lose weight for anybody, right? There's 2 more niotics I forgot about. Let me put those in here. How much it give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's one whole thing. I need 8 more Niotics. Okay. But this is the hardest time of year to lose weight, right? I'm not an idiot. I know that. I did go and join the gym again this week on the way home from getting my hair done. Boy, I got some interesting looks. I got interesting looks everywhere I've been since I got my hair done, but that's normal. So I joined the gym again, and as soon as the holidays are over, I'm going to be stepping back into some heavy weight loss stuff and going to the gym again. I used to go to the gym a lot. I gained a fair bit of muscle, to be honest with you, in the time that I was working out a lot before I destroyed it all. But I hope to. I don't know if I'll ever be as skinny as I got, but I need to get healthier. I really want to lose some weight before the convention in March. So I'm going to be jumping back into some weight loss, which is one of the reasons I've recently cut back my streaming a little bit, which is part of the reason I stopped going to the gym is I started streaming all the time, to be honest. It's your fault. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's my own fault. But, 3, 4, 5. I need 8 more Niotic. Okay. 8 more. All right. There's our 8 Niotic. All right. So that's all 16 of the Niotic that we need. Blazing, I need 16, 32. Are there even 32 slots in here? Yeah, there is. I need 32 blazing. Now, we have some already. We have 31 blazing. Boy, it's nice for something to work out nice for once in a while. I only need 1 more blazing. Oops, which shouldn't be that hard. Oops. Oh, wait. Let me take that back. There's one right there. Forgot it doesn't pull it. We have all of the energy cells that we need now. Except for this. Oh, no. 1 more nitro. You bastards. I didn't see that in there. Not you guys, the game. Oh, no, I got to make 1 more nitro. That sucks, man. Ah! Oh, you bastards. I did not see that in there. So I actually need 2 more nitros. Wow. Hold on. Let me get these done. Oh, pooper nickel. Yeah, I'm going to start weight line. I may even start putting some videos out on that other old channel again. Primarily to hold myself responsible. That was one of the motivators that helped me stay on my diet for so long, is that I was, every week, I did a video vlog talking about my progress, what I'd done that week, how much I'd lost. And so maybe it would be good for me to start putting out a video once a week on there again. Who knows? We'll see. Not that I'm trying to drive attention to that stream. I just wouldn't share it with this. It'd be very, very different. Okay, let's see if we got enough there. Make everything into hardened. We can. I'm probably going to have too many, but again, I don't care. I'd rather have too many than too few. So that's hardened. Blazing. Nitro poked me in the nuts, man. It got me. There's blazing. Niotic. Isn't it niotic? Don't you think? It's like Ray. I'm sorry, I had an Atlantis moment there. Nitro. Oh, now I only need a few. 1, 2. Pricks. All right. We're finally done those. All right. So now what do I need here? I need a block of nitro crystals, which is just 9 crystals. That shouldn't be that hard. How many of those do we need? I clicked off it by accident. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 of these guys. Okay. There's 64. That was easier. Much. Oh, no, wait. 20 per. I'm making 2. Okay, let me grab a whole stack. That'll be better. Okay. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? like rain. Now, I know I don't need that many. I know that I have to put other things in there. I'm just going ahead and doing this first because it's easier to do that. No, wait. I take it back. I need... Oh, no, I put them in the wrong spots. Ignore everything I just did there. Draven's an idiot. Draven's an idiot. Your second weight loss journey. Gonna give it a shot. Swing on by. Watch Draven be an idiot. Let me get that creative essence real quick. Creative essence. That should be enough. Gorb figured it out. Sorry, I have no clue how to get seeds. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gorb. I was chatting and telling stories. I did not see your question. I'm sorry, boss. That's what I needed here. That. Okay, so we know that comes out and that comes out because we put a nitro. There's 2 nitros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So nitros, one of those goes in here. And then they go in the corners. I grabbed an extra one by accident. Put one back. I need one of these. That goes in there. I think I may have those backwards. Nope, I have them correct. Okay. Then these go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Easy sauce. That's all of those that we're going to need. So I don't need any more of these, any more of these, any more of these. Okay. Oh, you're good, boss. All right. Now it's time to get, what's the technical term? Jiggy with it, I believe. Yes. So we're going to do 8 niotic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. Where did I put those niotics? I still owe you another shot. Don't think I forgot about that. I'm going to do that here as soon as I get these 8 in before I forget it because we're running low on time. And I got to get this done today, but I also got to get your shot done because I'm a man of my word. Okay. Pour that last shot of Fireball. Ooh, I'm almost out of Fireball. I have to pick up some more Fireball before Double Shot Night. Double Shot Night is fun because I'm going to be pulling out the wheel for Double Shot Night. Double Shot Night, you get to spin the wheel and get double of that shot, normally. Or you could trade your double shot for a pull from the mystery bag. Thank you, Gerald, for the noticing the mystery, the one I missed. I'd have been confused. Now I need Spirited. There. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I did it again! Oh, I'm so stupid. 2, 3, 2, 3. Did I miss one? I missed one. 3. Okay. Now I just need these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There it is. Creative Energy Cell. Bazinga. Excellent. Let's do it again. First of all, let's grab that. And all the nitros. And get those where they're supposed to go. That goes there. One for you. One for you. One for you. Don't hurt myself in your account? Sir, let me explain to you. There have been streams where I don't remember many of the things that have happened. And that happens sometimes when the community decides to... Why do I have so many niotic? I may have made all the miotics twice by accident because we were talking. Oh, that wouldn't be a surprise to me. That's all the Niotics I need. Now Spirited, right? Those. I think I made twice as many Niotics because I'm an idiot. What you gonna do, right? Yep, that's definitely what happened. You have clips of stone block? You stop that, Gorb. There it is. Creative energy cell number 2. Let's take a gander and a goose and see what has happened. First, let me get rid of that. Creative chests. We have 4 of these we made today. We had 6 of these we made today. 6 of these we made today. We already had the discs. We made all the rest of these. And we already had the chest. We made both of the backpacks today. We made both of these energy cells. We only need 2 of those. We already had both of these things. That's it. All we need is unobtainium blocks, which is all sorts of boring. But we'll get a start on it, and we'll chat about it while we're talking about it. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I am going to give you just a quick look at the changes I made during the week all by myself, because I did do a little bit of automation this week. I try not to do that off camera, but I knew I had to build up resources for today, which has obviously been beneficial for us. So I had to, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So I had to do a little bit of automation just so we had resources to work with today. And I was working on building a bunch of EMC when I realized I don't need a bunch of EMC. Oddly enough. I just don't. Wrong one. Let's make some more. Hang on, I'm going to burn some of this into Essence real quick. So I don't need it really in block form, but it was easier to automate it in block form. Yeah, I've had a few off and on days. I have a TikTok. Did you know that? I don't post on it much. And most of the posts on there are about the cats. I really just post pictures of the kitties now and again, little videos. But I did post, I do have a few really cute midnight videos on there. In fact, I have probably more of him than else. And then I had a little one saying goodbye to him. If you guys wanted to check that out, that's cool. I'm Onlydraven Gaming on TikTok. Let me check and make sure. I think I'm still Onlydraven. Or I'm just Onlydraven. I don't remember. I spend way too much time on TikTok. That is not me. Where am I? Yeah, I'm at Onlydraven Gaming on TikTok. You don't have to sub. I'm not looking to try to build that as a platform or anything. I know a lot of people do. It's cool if you want to. That's great. But you don't have to. But if you'd like to see some cool pictures of Midnight and see a little goodbye I put for him on there, that's really the only place I did that. You're definitely welcome to check that out. But again, you do not have to sub. I definitely am always trying to get people to sub to the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram and stuff. Just because, but TikTok, I don't really make TikTok content for the channel. There's a couple Onlydraven Gaming stuff on there. Draven the Walrus is on there. For those of you who remember that. But, if you want to check it out, you want to see some pictures of the kitties, I'm going to be putting, there's a few of Buffy on there playing around too, which are super cute. That I always love getting to put the kitties on there. Where is my essence? Where's my Supremium essence? There it is. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get some Supremium essence. We're going to go start making unobtainium stuff in a minute. I'm just getting some more creative essence going. And I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I will work on that tomorrow. There's a good chance we're going to get our chest done tomorrow, depending on how busy I am at work and how much time I can focus on working on this. Mondays are our busiest day of the week, and we're getting close to what we call crunch time. So my job, it's not like crunch like you hear in video games and stuff. It's nothing like that. That what they go through is bad. Not myself. So I work remotely from home, but I do work in a job where we 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I work for a university, so I work in enrollment and admissions. So People who are interested in going to school, I help them apply. I talk about the programs, make sure we're getting them into the right programs, things like that. Wait, there we go. And then I help them enroll and get into classes, and I do support. It's so much better than my old job. But I enjoy the job very much. But as we're getting to the end of this session, right? Because new semester starts January 1st. So we're trying to help a lot of people put stuff off to the last minute. And now that we're at the last minute, we're trying to help everybody get into their classes, get enrolled. And there's a lot of steps involved with that. People have to not only have to fill out an application, we got to pull their transcripts from schools they went to, proof of graduation. They have to take assessments sometimes, depending on the type of degree they want to go for. It's going a little bit slower, probably because we're nighttime. Let me go sleep in the daytime. So as such, it gets a little bit busier these last couple weeks. But I still should have a decent amount of time to do some of this tomorrow. So I will do my best to try to build it up so we don't just have to do this. Now, once we finish this, once we get the chest, like I said, we'll fiddle around in here a little bit. You know, I was going to ask that, Gerald. I didn't know if you could do that or not. So you can automate this process. I don't know as much about power because I don't like it. But you can automate this. All right, let's take a look. Hey, if we can, that makes life way easier for me. Then I just have to load this thing. So let's take a look here. Let's grab some chests, and we'll see if it's possible to automate this. There's just a stack of them. That's all I need. Get that out of the way. I guess I could get this cooking, couldn't I? Get that cooking. That is not the oven. That is the oven. Come on, Draven. I may be feeling a little buzzed right now, and that's okay. Wrench. Cool. Let's go test it out. Chest. Chest. Pipe. Pipe. Sucking. Sucking. Creative essence. Ha! What do you know? I want to make sure it pulls off. But I have full faith that it will. So that's excellent. That means I don't have to mess with that. All I have to do is keep feeding essence to get what I was looking for. Which we may run out of. I may not have enough essence to do all this. It's going to take a lot of essence to make all of that unobtainium. And as you can see, we're already I've already been through like 5,000 blocks of obsidian today. So, working on it. I may have to look at increasing the speed of production of insanium, which I have going at a fair amount, but I could speed up. Because I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Hey, Mr. Paul, how goes it, sir? Welcome, welcome, as always. Now, Paul, you can see, has one of our specialty dice after his name. Because Paul's rocking it 4 years at this point, I believe. And so it's a little dice with the mouth on it, and his head's exploding. It's very cool. 3 and 4 years have a slightly different design. So Shadowcast, who does all of the art for the channel, she's actually one of my best friends outside of the internet. Wonderful young lady. Adore her. And her family. Great people. Her husband's also super cool. You know what? We still ended up with 19 ultimate singularities I didn't end up needing. How awesome is that? That's actually pretty cool. Oh, you know what I should do? I should grab all that stuff I just made. Creative. Another 102. That's 6 a spot. So definitely take a little while. But at least this way I can keep it running. I can make these way faster than this converts. So that's good. I can let that run most of the day. I can just keep working on trying to fill this up as much as possible. For those of you who may not have been here earlier, again, just a redo. Here's where I have automated essence. So I got 4 of these things creating... That one doesn't... You know, this always bugs me. Why is this one getting all the essence and this one's not? Makes me angry. You know what? Maybe... Why did I hit that button? Maybe I should put a clock up here. Think that would speed the drop of these 4 things? Let's try that. I don't know if it will or not. Pedestal. And watch. And I'm going to need a miscellaneous block. I will use glowstone. Or 2. Excellent. Let's see. Pedestal. Watch. Bing. Put those up here. Yeah, I started experiencing a little bit of lag when I got all this stuff down here working. Yeah, see, it doesn't seem to be speeding that up. And I feel like everything's going to this one and this one first. These 2 are getting, like, robbed. I could increase production if I could figure out... See, this one's not getting any. This is barely moving. You know what I mean? How do I get this system to put more here? Right? Keeps pulling you back. I am a villain, sir. It's very, very true what you're saying. Hey, I'm going to have a Swiss roll in these last 8 minutes of the stream because I'm hungry. And I'm fat. Obviously, I was just talking about losing weight. Again, I have all these snacks in my house. I have been working on trying to eat them up so that way, and I'm sure I'll get some type of candy or chocolate from family at Christmas. It happens every year. That's why I'm really going to start going hardcore on the diet stuff after Christmas. Nope. They've all got it. It's just for some reason the system is prioritizing these 2. And these things are running so fast that the pipes are only able to bring so many down at a time that it's keeping these full and there's barely any overflow. You really think that make much of a difference? I feel the problem is that the speed of these is not going as fast as these pipes aren't able to transfer items as fast as these are producing. It is working. It just could work better, you know? But I don't care to move the pipes. We'll give it a shot. See, the middle would actually be over here, wouldn't it? Wow, that was a bad place to put that. That is not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do. That's my, exactly, that's my thing. Yeah, these 2 are crafting so fast. We'll see if that makes a difference. But for some reason, it was prioritizing the back 2. And I agree. I think the problem is that they were crafting so quickly. Now it seems to be prioritizing potentially the first ones. We'll let that run and see. I mean, worst case scenario, it is running, right? I get a fair amount of insanium out of this. Took a little work to get this running, though. So I love these blocks. So the crafting automat does not require power to auto-craft. You put your recipe up here, and then it pulls the items into here. Now, the problem that I ran into is it normally just spits them out a hole in the front. They only come out one side. It can bring stuff in from any side, but it only exports out one side, which is the front. And it needs a redstone repeated signal. Can't just put a lever on it and flip the lever. I tried that. So you need something that's constantly doing a reflect, kind of like with your... if you're using a redstone clock, say, on a smeltery, same kind of concept. It's constantly clicking on the thing to get it to work. You can have a lever, but then you got to sit there and flip it back and forth. But these don't require any power to work. The problem is the cables will pull out these items as well. And I couldn't lose the Master Infusion Crystal, right? It kept pulling it out and messing it up. So in the very first one, I had to put a filter data card where I was blacklisting this item and these items. I had to blacklist both of these so it only pull out the Prudentium. I had to do that on every export. I had to go in and block it. I had to filter out the crystal and whatever was coming in so it only pulled out the exit. But it still worked, and it doesn't require any power whatsoever. Yep, see, it happened again. So now yeah, we're at this kind of same spot. The back ones are fuller. The front ones are empty, and this one's barely getting anything at all. Which is, again, fine. Originally, I had not this issue. Let's check something real quick. I want to check something. Hold on a minute. Oh, you know what? That's where my problem is. I'm not producing essence as fast as I used to. Okay. Well. We can do something about that. I only need a couple of these. I got all these empty ones here. I had it going so fast it had outpaced the seeds. That's where my issue was. I didn't realize it. Before I didn't have that problem. But I outpaced the seeds. I do have a lot of other essences. I was kind of leaving those as they were, just because occasionally we're making other things, like other seeds and stuff. And I knew we might try to knock out a few more achievements. So I wanted to have some in there just so I didn't have to convert it later. Not oddly enough, 24,000 Prudentium, not that much Insanium, but everybody helps, right? Boy, this is still going to be a slow process, but at least it's running nonstop now. Let me go check on my power. I know we're about to end the stream, but still working. Still looks good. Tomorrow, we may go ahead and bust a hole in this and put some more storage inside, because I only did the bottom 2 or 3 layers. That's mostly empty. All right, let's see how that did. See if that made a difference at all. That's full. There we go. That's what Daddy likes. Okay, now I'm producing essence faster that it can use it. That'll stay full, but at the same time, that's going to allow these bottom ones to work at optimal speed, or these 2 up front, which weren't getting enough. So even though I'm going to have more essence building up, that I could always convert and bring down myself. That's excellent. That should fix that problem. Hey, what a great little way to finish up the stream. Fixing that problem. Let it roll all day today. This has been a fun pack with minimal irritation. A little bit. All packs have a little bit of irritation. But overall, very minor irritation. I enjoy a lot of this pack. I appreciate everybody who recommended it. I would like to go back in, spend a little bit more time in a tomb. We really didn't spend much time in there. I'm not sure what else there is to do. But I wouldn't care to go back and take a look. Botania we knocked out very quickly, which was nice because we've done it so many times. We've got stuff producing at high rates at this point. A lot of automation, so I like that. I guess I made all these extra niotics. I'm such an idiot. Oh, I don't know why I did all that either, but that's okay. It's because I was chatting about stuff, and that's okay. I will work on these tomorrow. I will work on trying to get this going as quickly as possible. It's a slow process, so I don't know if we'll have enough by tomorrow, Because again, right, we need a lot. We need 36 blocks times 9. I think I had the calculator out for that. 36 times 9 is 324. That can't be right. Isn't that right? 36 blocks. Oh, that's right. 324 ingots. And each of those takes 6 of the creative essences, which is 1,944. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll say 8 in there. So 8 times 64, 512. So we've got about a quarter of what we need in there. That's actually better than I thought. I shouldn't have any problem getting that done. I feel slightly confident that by tomorrow when you guys arrive, I'm just going to cook it. I'm going to leave all the unobtainium and ingot form in here. I will make it into powder. You know what? I'll just let the powders roll. I'm just going to leave the powders in here. It takes just 10 seconds to cook it all. 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying. I will leave this to powder. I'll just keep adding to this, so that way tomorrow, again, it's very important to me. You guys know I'm not cheating any of this stuff, so I will do this and let the essence come in and the powders, and then we'll see it together. And that's groovy. That's a good space. We're at 11:01. Time for me to call it. All right, that's going to do us for tonight. If you had a good time today, or like me even a little bit, it'd be super cool if you'd click that like button and, consider subscribing to the channel. We stream here every Sunday and Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Plus, we have our Merged Worlds D&D stream once every other week. It's Thursdays this month. It will be going to Fridays moving forward. Starting in January, Merged Worlds will be one Friday, and then the Friday after that, I'm over on my Twitch channel, which is Onlydraven Gaming, for the record, and I'm over there streaming something, which right now we're doing Conan Exiles. I only do that every other week, something fun to do with some of the mods and some of my friends. We play a game over there. We just did a whole bunch of 7 Days to Die, now we're doing Conan Exiles again. If you got a Twitch, you like that type of stuff, come over and hang out. That's where I do alternative games besides Minecraft or D&D. Once in a while, we do the community stuff here, right? Which is Jackbox and Fall Guys, things like that. But yeah, hang out with us. Come back. I'll be back here again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Swing on by. Let's see if we can get this creative chest made. And that'll put us one step closer to starting a new pack. We're going to dabble back in all the mods 8 for 1 or 2 episodes. But I have a feeling by the first of the year, we'll be jumping back into a new pack, which very likely is going to be Sky Factory 4. Cool. All right, kids. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening. If I don't see you before then, have yourself a great Christmas and or winter holiday, whatever you do. If you don't do anything, hell, have a great rest of your December. Party hard, but party safe. Come on back and see me, okay? Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.